Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 9 minutes. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 7 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 6 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 1 minute. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 30 seconds. Your Fremont Moo broadcast will begin in 15 seconds.
Fremont Moo baseball is on the air.
2-0 the count on Peterson. The pitch, he swings and pulls it into left field for a base hit, and the Moo take the lead. Connor Peterson with an RBI single to left.
The following is a presentation of the Fremont Moo Baseball Club. This broadcast is brought to you by Raising Cane's, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Buffalo Wild Wings, Extreme Outdoor Power, La Hacienda, Super 8 of Fremont, Windstar Bus Lines, Keels Barbershop, The Door, the Nebraska Lottery.
Pack is set in the first pitch, and Heyman swings and hits this ball in the air to center field. Hits it well. It is back just left to straightaway center field, and it is going to be gone! Henry Heyman, a 2-run shot, and the Moo leads 7-0.
Additional fine sponsors of Moo Baseball include Bloom Optical, Inspro, Your Fremont Hy-Vee, The Silver Dollar, Christensen Lumber, Lincoln Premium Poultry, We See Plumbing and Excavating, and the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Tap to the right side. Peterson's got it. He will take it himself, and the Moo win it. The Fremont Moo have defeated the Casper Spuds 8-1. The Fremont Moo have claimed the Independence League Baseball Championship Series. The Cow jumps on top of the moon and firmly plants its hooves on top of the Independence Baseball League.
Now, let's head to the field, and with the call of the game, here's Rich Ray and Alex Burstein.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to historic Moeller Field in Fremont as we get set for the final game of a four-game series of the Independence League Baseball Association between the Fremont Moo and the Plainsmen. Hi, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday and wrapping up your 4th of July holiday weekend. And thanks for spending time with us on Big Dog Country, 98.9 FM, 1340 AM, KHUB, Fremont, Nebraska, AM and FM. Also audio streaming live on Mixlr at mixlr.com/fmoo and live video streaming live on YouTube on BSDN Live. Well, Alex, yesterday, the Moo were able to take their second game of this four-game series of the three that were played. Mother Nature played a little role in it as well. And the Moo got an outstanding pitching performance from two guys on the mound yesterday.
Yeah, Dylan Dreesen in his last start of the season went out with a bang. 6 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, no hits. And then Ryan Seaman came in with 2 innings of his own. He also didn't give up any hits. It was a combined no-hitter in 8 innings for the Moo. A really good pitching performance, and the offense came as well.
I had to go back to the record book and check some things from yesterday. And the combined no-hitter for the Moo, although it was 8 innings, it was a complete game, so it counts. The second no-hitter in Moo history. The first one occurred on July 23rd of 2021. Travis Sellers pitched a 9-inning complete game victory, struck out 13 and walked 1 against the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And that took place just about 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago, I should say. That's just the second no-hitter in program history. Today, the Moo are trying to win the series and take 3 out of 4 from the Plainsmen. The Plainsmen, one of the 3 travel teams that have been put together to help out, fill out the schedule in the Independence League this year. They're wrapping up their season today.
Yeah, they've struggled this year, to put it as an understatement. They come into tonight with just a 1-10 record in the second half, 1-15 overall. They did get that one win over the Moo, though, on the 4th of July. They've showed a little sign of improvements. The main problem, though, is just there's not that many guys on this team. They've really struggled on the pitching front of things, but, one last go at it today. Maybe they'll try to end with a win.
When you take a look at teams that at times are, for lack of a better phrase, thrown together to put together a schedule, I got to take my hat off to the Plainsmen because although they've won 1 game this year, sometimes when you're putting together a team kind of at last minute, you think to yourself, okay, well, the integrity of the game isn't really stuck up to or anything like that. Give credit to Bo Boyle and Hilton Merriman and these players that have dedicated themselves to play a good 3 weeks of baseball total, and they've gone out and they've competed hard. The wins just haven't been there because they're up against more talented players, but hats off to them.
Yeah, and they've had to travel to every single game. Luckily, Fremont is close to home for a lot of these guys, or at least where they play college ball, a lot of Midland University players, but they've had many nights in hotels, a lot of long bus rides, as have the Moo, but not in a row like the Plainsmen have had, and they'll try to end tonight on a good note, even if it's not a win. Just show some effort here for the final game, but it's been a good season for the Plainsmen.
Yeah, I definitely think the Plainsmen are going to put a good effort out here today. Now, the Moo have a lot to play for. The Moo are trying to win the second half of the league standings, and if they don't, and Casper wins, then the Moo are trying to get the best overall record next to qualify for the championship series. Right now, as we speak, coming into today, the Moo are 1 game behind second-place Spearfish in those standings. So, if we continue to see that as we get closer and closer to the final series of the year, when Fremont goes out to Spearfish, that might have a lot of playoff implications in what takes place.
Yeah, and tonight's a big night because not only are the Moo playing 1 game, but the Sasquatch in second place and the Sodbusters, who are just around even with the Moo right now, are playing a doubleheader, which starts in about 10 minutes. So 2 games tonight between the Sasquatch and the Sodbusters. There could be big implications in that one, and we'll see what happens.
Pitching-wise, it's going to be one on one end of the spectrum, one on the other for today. For the Moo, we're going to see Gage Ingram, a 5'10", 200-pound right-hander from UNO. He's out of Papillion, and he'll get his first start this season. Just hasn't been able to work for him to join the team as of yet until now, so he gets an opportunity.
Yeah, Ingram in the transfer portal after an up-and-down year at UNO. He was mainly a reliever there, but trying to get some starting repetitions. He definitely has the speed, fastball in the upper 80s, low 90s, but figuring out that control, gave up some earned runs this past spring season, and tried to put together a few quality starts for the Moo here in the second half.
The Plainsmen are going to go with Luis Lepe. He's a Midland University reliever, and when I say he's a little guy, he's a little guy. He's 5'9", which is the big part. 135. He weighs less than Alex Burstein.
I think that's the lightest player we've seen this year.
And he's a left-hander. He's a soft-tossing left-hander. So we'll see how successful he is against these aggressive bats for the Fremont Moo coming up into this one. So that's the pitching matchup coming up for today. Final game of the series. It's Swing for Wings presented by Buffalo Wild Wings today. So that promotion taking place. Also, it is Sunday Fun Day, and that's Sunday ice cream-wise, as the mini helmet ice cream sundaes are for sale. Jonathan did not go sprinting down to get one yet, and I know he will when he gets a chance. And then, of course, kids 6 to 14 are getting in today. Arlington 12 and under team is here today, and they're taking this one in, and we're getting closer to first pitch. So when we return, Alex Burstein will have the highlights from yesterday's rain-shortened ball game between the Moo and the Plainsmen. That's coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Kills Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Kills Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather, and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Kills is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Kills Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
Fremont looks to take the series lead against the Plainsmen Saturday afternoon at Moeller Field. Rain in the forecast moved up first pitch to 4:05 as Dylan Dreesen makes his final start of the season for the Moo, but a wild pitch in the second gives the Plainsmen an early lead.
2-2 pitch. Checked his swing, got underneath Nottleman, and the run will score. So the Plainsmen lead it 1-0.
Bottom two now, 1-1 ball game, and Miles Meadows gets the first of 3 sacrifice flies for Fremont on the day.
1 tie. First pitch to Meadows. Swings, and he hits this ball in the air toward left. Massis coming over. He'll make the catch on the warning track. Tagging from third base, and coming in and scoring will be Isaac Bonner, and the Moo take a 2-1 lead.
Bottom three, 2-1 the Moo on top, and Cooper Fucino shows off his power once again. So it'll be a 0-1 on the designated hitter out of Creighton University. Here's the pitch from Kirk. Another breaking ball. Fucino sends this one towards left field, and that one is out of here. Cooper Fucino slams one over the Moeller Monster, and he has his 3rd home run of the year. Cooper Fucino around the bases, and the Moo with a 3-1 lead. Home half of the 4th, Fremont now leads 5-1 as Parker Mooney gets some solid contact with the ball. Lefty Mooney trying for his first hit here today. Hits this one towards right field and it will drop for a single. Turning third is Josh Blount. Throw home, not in time, and RBI single for Parker Mooney. And the Moo have broken this one open 6-1. As Fremont kept adding on runs, the Plainsmen couldn't record a hit, large in part to 12 strikeouts in 6 innings from Dylan Dreesen. 1-2. Swung on and missed strike 3, and that's the 2nd strikeout of the inning and the 12th of the day for Dylan Dreesen. A 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base for the Plainsmen in the top of the 6th. Moo want a little more insurance, and bottom of the 7th, Grant Nottleman helps with that. 2-1. Nottleman blasts this towards right field. Center fielder Nelson gain under it, and he'll make the grab, tagging up from third, and coming in to score is Dean Reynolds, and the Moo have a 7-2 lead. Top of the 8th, a nice play from Isaac Bonner keeps the no-hitter alive for Fremont with Ryan Seaman on the mound in relief.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced back up the middle. to his right, up with it, throw on over to first. Can Mooney scoop it? He does for the final out of the inning.
The rain started coming down harder in the bottom of the 8th, but the Moo had enough time for one more run.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and Espinoza hits it to center field. It's hit well, and it's over the head of the center fielder all the way to the fence. Mooney is going to around third base. He's going to score. Espinoza is going to hold up at second, and Espinoza has a 4-hit ball game. It's now 8-2 in favor of the Moo.
And Baylor Hicks even got in on the fun as the Moo pitcher gets a pinch hit at bat before the game is called due to weather.
2 balls and 1 strike here on Baylor Hicks. Next pitch. He swings and pops it up on the right side. Whitaker over at first base makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And now I think they're going to call the ball game.
So a shortened combined no-hitter for Fremont as it wins 8-2 over the Plainsmen. 6 innings from Dylan Dreesen and 2 from Ryan Seaman give the Moo their first no-hitter since 2021. Dreesen talked about how he adjusted his approach after some early control issues.
I just stopped trying to throw as hard and started just trying to throw strikes and get in the zone and let them put it in play, and it worked a lot better towards the end.
Moo looked to take the 4-game set against the Plainsmen with Game 4 set for Sunday at 5:05.
Those are the highlights of yesterday from Alex Burstein. When we return, we will hear from Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo. That's all coming up next. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
Our Inspro Insurance pregame show continues. Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo, joins us. Final game of a series with the Plainsmen, and you've been able to get the last 2. Yesterday was a unique game. You had to move things around because of the weather. Got some excellent pitching, and for the second time in Moo history, a no-hitter, a combined no-hitter. It lasted only 8 innings, but it counts, and that's great stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun for the guys. It's cool for those guys that were part of it. I mean, you're very fortunate to be a part of a game like that. I mean, a no-hitter doesn't come around every day, like you said, just the second time in Moo history. So I was excited for those guys. I thought Dylan gave us a really quality start, had a few free passes early on, but really settled down. And I can't say enough about the progress Ryan Simmons has made this summer. I mean, he's been a guy that we can rely on time in and time out, and so it was good to see him go out there and get the job done for us.
You knew the restriction you had on Dylan coming into the season. He used up what he was allowed to do, and overall, grade-wise, what did you think his performance was this season?
Yeah, I thought he gave us a lot of good quality outings. I mean, when he was able to fill up the zone and command both pitches for strikes, I mean, he was very effective. I mean, he was a high velo guy. I mean, it was just about kind of reining him in and keeping him around the strike zone. And we were really excited to have him for the summer, and I thought he showed some really nice progress. I'm excited to watch his career kind of progress along.
Took a while for the guys to get used to it at the plate yesterday. The pitcher for the Plainsmen didn't have a lot of velocity, so your guys were out on the front foot, but they were able to hold back. And one great example of that was Cooper Ficino's home run. To be honest, it was a swing that was not very pretty, but he hit it out of the ballpark, and that's the type of power this guy's got.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you hit the nail on the head there, and probably not his best hack of the year, but just got enough of that ball, and like you said, some raw power that he has. I mean, and even back on, being out in front of that front foot, I mean, he was still able to muscle one out of here over the Mueller Monsters. So, yeah, it just shows the type of power he has and the type of player that he can be.
Guys like days off. You're going to get a couple of them after today. So obviously you guys want to put a good foot out forward here today. And let's talk about pitching. Who's throwing today?
Yeah, we're going to get a spot start today from Gage Ingram. It's going to be his first outing for us this summer. He's been a guy that we'd been hoping to bring along, and the card just hadn't really fallen for us to get him an opportunity yet. With a little bit of an injury to one of our starters, he was able to get the nod today, so we're excited to see what he can give us. He should have a nice fastball paired with a little breaking ball, and so we think we should get some good stuff from him today.
Chance to win the series, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Connor McGonigal, head coach of the Fremont Moo. More of the Inspro Insurance pregame show continues after a timeout. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
Getting closer to first pitch between the Fremont Moo and the Plainsmen in the final game of this 4-game series, all part of this season-long 16-game homestand here at historic Moeller Field for the Moo. Well, let's check the weather, and it's brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. They welcome you to historic Moeller Field in Fremont. Checking our current conditions, we've got, I'm going to call it a fair sky, 78 degrees the current temperature. It's humid, though, 65% humidity. Winds are out of the west at about 8 miles per hour, so blowing out to left center field here today. There's a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms for the rest of the afternoon. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 9 o'clock, so we've got a good window to play baseball. Partly cloudy tonight and a low of 59. So that's the weather. It's brought to you by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. All right, the field conditions brought to you by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop at Keel's at 88 West 6th Street. Field looks good. It looks in pretty good shape. Just a little worn in foul territory down by the bullpen for the Plainsmen, and a little bit of sand that's out by the warning track down by right field. But other than that, we're in good shape. Let's meet the umpires. They're brought to you by Bloom Optical. They're the eye care professionals. They care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, they care about you. On the bases will be Frank Williams this evening, or late afternoon, and calling the balls and strikes will be Gary Hall. So those are the umpires, brought to you by Bloom Optical. This is the pregame show. It's brought to you by Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency, your partner in managing risk. Your future is limitless. Let them take you there. Go to marshmma.com to learn more. At this time, we're going to pause for the singing of the national anthem. It's going to be performed this afternoon by Shannon Engel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That's Shannon Engel with our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, here at historic Moeller Field in Fremont. All right, let's check the starting lineups for today's ball game. Brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. For the visiting Plainsmen, playing their final game of the season, 1-15, 1-10 in the Independence League second half, coached by Bo Boyle. Leading off and playing right field, number 2, Jackson Brooks. Batting second and playing center field, number 2, Brody Boyle. Batting third and playing left field, number 25, Luke Froelich. Batting fourth at first base, number 35, Chris Ortega. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 12, Jordan Massis. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 23, Kyle Whitaker. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 9, C.J. Fish. Batting eighth at second base, number 1, Dean Samuel. Batting ninth and doing the catching is number 3, Sam Bradshaw. On the mound for the Plainsmen today will be number 16, Luis Lepe. Starting lineup for the Fremont Moo, 20-14 overall, 7-3 in the Independence League second half, coached by Connor McGonigal. Leading off and playing center field, number 27, Jack Terozin. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 5, Bridger Coleman. Batting third, doing the catching, number 24, Cooper Fucino. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 28, Tyrus Pecci. Batting fifth at shortstop, number 18, Steven Espinoza. Batting sixth at first base, number 20, Carson Burnett. Batting seventh in left field, number 25, Trey Brooks. Batting eighth at third base, number 34, Connor Peterson. Batting ninth, and playing second base, number 6, Hayden Kilberlau. And on the mound for the Moo will be number 33, Gage Ingram. Those are the starting lineups. They're brought to you by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. Plainsmen are wearing the green tops with the white lettering, gray trim, gray pants. The Moo with the orange color splash. See all orange uniforms with the purple pinstripes. Our umpires have the black tops on with the heather gray slacks. We're ready for baseball. Your thoughts before we get things underway here, Alex?
I think it's going to be important, again, for the Moo to get some early insurance. You saw yesterday Dylan Dreesen with some early struggles, but when he was pitching with the lead, he got a lot more comfortable. Another guy tonight who's very skilled in Ingram, but it's his first start of the season. If the team can get some early runs for him offensively, I think this will be a really good outing for him.
Set for the first pitch of today's ball game. It's brought to you by La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant. La Hacienda serves up Fremont's favorite authentic Mexican cuisine. They're at 3140 East Elk Lane. As Jackson Brooks will step in, the right-hander, left-handed batter, batting .283 with no homers and 2 runs batted in. The first pitch from Ingram was swung on and popped into the air to the left side. Trey Brooks in left field, calling for it, and makes the catch. And that's the first pitch and first down of the ball game.
Well, that's an efficient start for Fremont.
5:07 first pitch. And partly cloudy and 76 degrees. So 1 away. And that'll bring to the plate now the center fielder, number 22, Brody Boyle. Boyle's batting .140, no homers, and he's driven in 4 for the Plainsmen. Light breeze to left center and center field predominantly. First pitch from Ingram. Boyle shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a strike. It's the count. No balls and 1 strike here on Brody Boyle. The Plainsmen as a team batting .191 have hit 2 home runs, have driven in 53. The ERA as a team is 9.21. 0-1 pitch from Ingram in there for called strike 2. It's 0-2. So I met Gage yesterday and got a chance to talk to him. I said, "Where are you from?" He says, "Papillion." And I had to clarify which high school he went to because it's a big deal. The 0-2 swung on and hit to the right side. To his left, Kilberlau down to his knees, up with it, and throws wide to the right side. And everybody's going to be safe. So it's going to be a base hit for Brody Boyle. And so a runner at first with 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Tough play for Kilberlau, trying to go wide to his left, get up and make an accurate throw.
Yeah, he kind of dove into that ball, and it was a good stop, but even at that point it would have been hard to get the runner at first base, and he ends up getting lucky as that one bounces off the fence of the dugout to avoid going into the dugout. And, you know, he hasn't played infield in a while.
Dual player.
Yes. Two-way
player. Luke Froelich at the plate. He swings and hits this ball high in the air to deep center field. Floating back is Terosian, and he watches it leave the ballpark. It's gone for a 2-run home run. So Luke Froelich gets things going here for the Plainsmen. It's a 2-run shot. Just like that, the Plainsmen, who didn't have a hit at all yesterday, have 2 in a row with 1 down. They've scored 2 runs.
Yeah, Froelich with his second home run of the year. He kind of just took that one low in the zone and sent it on a fastball from Ingram. And not a great start here for the Moo. This is the 3rd straight game where the Plainsmen have scored first. But the Moo won the last 2, so we'll see how they can respond.
So how does Ingram respond? He's welcome to the Moo rudely. First pitch to Chris Ortega is a breaking ball high and in. To finish the story I was trying to tell earlier, I asked him, I said, "Which high school did you go to? Is it Papillion or Papillion Vista South?" And he said Papio, and that left me thinking about either one. Here's a bouncer back up the middle, and that's in the center field for a base hit. So Chris Ortega singles off of Ingram. 3 hits in succession by the Plainsmen, and a runner aboard with 1 away. And so I asked him, I said, so Papillion La Vista High School was, back in the day, was just Papillion High School. So I asked him, I said, Old Papio? He said, yeah, Old Papio.
Okay.
So, as opposed to Papillion La Vista South. And anybody knows anything about high school rivals in the same town, yeah. Here's the pitch to Jordan Massis. And it's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike to Jordan Massis, the designated hitter. Batting .200, no homers. He's driven in 3. 2-0 the Plainsmen. We're in the top of the first. 1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to our left side out of play, and that's our first foul ball of today's ball game. It's brought to you by Lincoln Premium Poultry. They specialize in fowl but love being a part of the Fremont Moo. For a career with LPP, visit LincolnPremiumPoultry.com. No balls and 2 strikes to Jordan Massis. Next pitch in the dirt, blocked by Fucino. It's now 1-2.
You know, the problem with going to high school in a city where there's a million high schools like Chicago is there's no, like, true rivalries. Because there's like 5 schools near you, and it's like, who's the true rival?
You got a good point there.
Yeah.
1-2 the count. The pitch in the dirt again. It's now 2-2. So your high school was?
Lane Tech.
Lane Tech.
Yep.
So you can't think of one particular school that...
There was 2 that were like kind of rivals, Taft and Whitney Young, but yeah, there's a few that people would say were our actual rival.
2-2 pitch. Bouncer right of the mound. Kelberlau will glove it. He'll toss it to Espinoza for 1. The relay over to first base is in time for a double play to end the inning. So a quick turn by Steven Espinoza, and the Moo are able to finish up the top of the first. Massis hits into the 4-6-3 ground out double play, and that'll do it for the Plainsmen. But they get 2 runs, courtesy of a 2-run home run by Luke Froelich. There were 3 hits in the inning, no errors, and nobody left. After a half inning, 2-0 the Plainsmen. The Moo swing the bats when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a family taco pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your family taco pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
We go to the bottom of the first to historic Moeller Field. 2-0 the Plainsmen with the lead. Luke Froelich, a 2-run home run for the Plainsmen. And the Plainsmen, anxious after not getting a hit yesterday, got 3 in a row with 1 out in the top of the first inning before the Moo were able to get a ground-out double play to end it. So 2-0 the score. Jack Terosian, Bridger Coleman, and Cooper Fucino will be the first batters for Fremont. And here's the defensive arrangement for the Plainsmen today. Luke Froelich's out in left field. Brody Boyle is in center, and Jackson Brooks is in right. At third base, Kyle Whitaker. The shortstop, C.J. Fish. At second is Dean Samuel. At first base, Chris Ortega. Sam Bradshaw's doing the catching for the pitcher, number 16, Luis Lepe. 5'9", 135 from Midland University. His hometown is Douglas, Wyoming. And he was a lightly used relief pitcher for the Midland University Warriors this year, and the only left-hander on their staff.
Really? How about that?
So here's Jack Terosian, who will lead things off. Lefty versus lefty matchup, and the first pitch is high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Terosian, who's batting .500. No homers and 1 run driven in. 1-0 pitch. A little bit high. So the count now goes to 2-0.
The Moo as well don't have many lefties in the bullpen this year. You have Cordham as a starter, but in terms of relief guys, no really available lefties.
The 2-0, high and inside. It's now ball 3. So here's the moral to that story, is that if you're going to have children and raise a family, when they're born, teach them baseball and tie their right hand behind their back. Teach them to be a left-hander.
See, I got unlucky. I do everything as a lefty. I play baseball as a righty.
Do you really?
I do sports righty, but everything else, I'm
You
a
are
lefty.
all messed up, Burstein, aren't you? Here's the 3-1. It's high. That's ball 4. So Terosian draws a walk. I'm teasing. So Terosian is aboard. So runner first with nobody out. And that'll bring to the plate the designated hitter number 5, Bridger Coleman. Oh, yeah, you got to take intern batting practice the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some solid knocks to the outfield.
Swing the bat right-handed?
Yeah. I got a blister after 2 rounds because I had not swung a bat in years.
I don't want to hear about it. Here's the first pitch from Lepe. As Coleman takes us for a strike at the top of the zone, it's 0-1. Bridger's batting .299, 3 homers, driven in 19. Been one of the more consistent ball players on this team, offensively and defensively, this summer. Lepe's 0-1 on the way. And Coleman takes one to the top of the zone. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Jack Terosian down at first. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first. The Plainsmen lead 2-0. Lepe working the third base side of the pitching rubber. Out of the stretch. The 0-2. Swung on and popped in the air down the right field line. This could be trouble. Diving effort, and it drops. It's going to be a base hit. Holding up was Terosian. Now he's going to try to go to third. The throw coming all the way across the diamond, and he is safe. Kyle Whitaker thought he had the tag down in time, but Frank Williams adamant that the foot got in just before the tag was dropped. And luckily for Terosian, he's still alive over at third base.
Yeah, I mean, Terosian stuttered a little bit there at second base, which made it a close play. He kind of moved his leg at the very last second, and that slight change is what keeps him safe. Coleman with a nice piece of hitting there. The ball was kind of just left up in the top of the zone, and he sends it to right field. Not his best piece of hitting, but drops for a single, and the Moo in business now.
So here's Cooper Fucino, who homered yesterday, batting right at 300. Or he's at 320 on the season. With 3 homers, 12 runs batted in. First pitch to Fucino, and he swings and fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 to Fucino with Tyrus Petchy to bat next. Moo have runners at the corners, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning at a 2-0 ball game. So I grew up down Highway 30 down the road here in Blair, which is north of Omaha, and we had a couple of quote unquote rivals.
Okay.
If you wanted to consider them back in high school. The 0-1 swung on a bouncing ball foul on the left side. It's 0-2. The biggest one was Elkhorn High School.
Okay.
And they were a big rival because they were good and we respected them. The other rival was Waverly High School. They thought they were good, and we did respect them. That was our rivals at that time. So
the one you didn't respect is the true rival.
I guess. Here's the 0-2 runner from first goes. Fucino swings. He hits it high in the air, left center field. This one is taking off toward the fence, and it's gone, and the Moo are in front. Cooper Fucino also takes the home run lead for the Moo this season. He's homered in back-to-back games, and the Moo lead at 3-2.
Yeah, Fucino looked a little more comfortable on that one after a big swing yesterday that got over the Moeller Monster. This one, he sees it coming to the outside part of the zone and sends it deep into left field. And the Moo Bats have definitely awoken in terms of home runs in these last couple of games.
Pitch that was knee-high over the heart of the plate, and Fucino squared it up. So Fremont leads at 3-2. Still nobody out in the bottom of the first, and Tyrus Petchy comes to the plate. The right fielder batting .325 with a homer and 5 runs batted in. First pitch, Petchy fouls it back to the screen. It's no balls and 1 strike. This one's got the making of about 30 runs being scored today.
5 runs in the first already.
Yep. No balls and 1 strike to count here on Petchy. The line in the 0-1. Petchy takes a breaking ball down low. It's now 1-1.
Guess it's a good thing we started early on. Could be a long game, too, with those run numbers.
Potentially, yes. The 1-1. Petchy takes it down low. Now 2 balls and a strike. So I was thinking about you all night last night.
Okay.
You know, your first Saturday night where you actually had some free time.
Yes.
And, you know, I was concerned that, you know, I'd have to, you know, be called upon for bail or something like that. I didn't know, you know, it was such the frivolous lifestyle that you do lead. The 2-1 swung on and hit in the air to center field. Taking a step back now, coming in is Brody Boyle. That ball's going to drop.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Boyle would have had a play on it either way, as he's playing pretty deep out there in center field. But off the bat, he thought it was drifting deep, and then he realized very quickly that it is not doing that. He sprints in, but still about 5-10 feet away from the ball. And another hit for the Moo now, 3rd already and 3rd in a row.
So when that ball's hit off the end of the bat, that's when you need help from your teammates. When they start screaming in, they help you out, especially on one hit straight at you. It's tough to read. First pitch to Steven Espinoza. He swings and misses, no balls and a strike. Espinoza's batting .261, 1 homer, and he's driven in 15. 3-2, the Moo with the lead. Both teams have homered. Cooper Fucino with a 3-run homer here in the bottom of the first. No balls, 1 strike. Lepe's next pitch. Swung on, popped foul back near us. And
that was one of our closest ones yet.
Jonathan, you can come up underneath the desk. You don't need to hide. It's okay. We got you taken care of. Alex is up here. The hands are ready. He's complaining about a blister on one of them, but he's got you.
That was like a week ago. It's good now. It's healed.
No balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch. And it's down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Steven Espinoza.
I've gone like 5 days without an injury, which for someone as clumsy as me, pretty good.
Were you born with 2 left feet? Is that what it was?
Possibly.
Throwing over to first. Well, you are left-handed. So,
I am, yeah.
1-2 the count here on Steven Espinoza. As time goes on in life, you'll learn that you're just more athletic than you thought you were. Here's a ground ball to second. Picked up, the throw goes to second base. And out is Pecci, who got caught somewhere between standing up and sliding at second base. And that looked awkward. But Dean Samuel able to get the force for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, slow roller out there to second base, and Samuel does a good job to get the lead runner, but because it was so slow, no chance of the play at first, and Espinosa will be aboard with the fielder's choice.
So here's Carson Burnett, first baseman, batting .213. He's got 1 home run. He's driven in 8. And Espinosa with the lead at first, and Burnett swings and misses, no balls and a strike. All right, so what did you do last night? I know you always love to work on the highlights and get your pregame preparation put together, which is awesome. But did you have some free time?
Yeah, I watched some television.
Here's the 0-1, and Burnett swings and hits it high in the air to left center field. Masses on over in the gap. He'll reach up, and he makes the catch, and they're 2 away. What'd you see?
I finished season 3 of The Bear. Have you watched that? Are you familiar with it?
Is that an ESPN thing?
No, it's not. It's a cooking show, Chicago. Not cooking, but yeah. I mean, it's about a restaurant in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I haven't
good.
seen this.
It's very good.
Okay. Trey Brooks coming to the plate now. Here's the pitch. Trey swings and pops it foul to the right side out of play. It's 0-1. So it's a cooking show called...
It's not like a cooking show, but it's about a fictional restaurant.
Oh, okay.
It's good, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to take that in because usually what I do on Friday and Saturday nights, I'm watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives on the Food Network.
Good choice.
Oh, yeah. The 0-1. And the pitch is inside for ball. It's 1-1. Well, it can be a good choice, and it can be bad. And I'll tell you why it's bad. Because after you watch about an hour of it, then you open up the fridge and go, okay, what stuff can I throw together and make?
Chef for Trey.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. There's the kick and the pitch. Brooks swings and pops it up. Right side, shallow right field. Samuel going over near the line. Coming in from right and able to reach up and make the catch is Jackson Brooks. And that is the final out of the inning. So plenty of activity in this first inning of baseball. In the bottom of the first, the Moo score 3 runs on the 3-run home run by Cooper Fucino. There were a total of 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We played 1, 3-2 Fremont. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field, you'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber. Since 1923, Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field. Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo Baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
We're back at historic Moeller Field in Fremont alongside Alex Burstein. I'm Rich Ray. 1 inning complete. 3-2 Fremont with the lead. Luke Froelich with a 2-run homer for the Plainsmen at the top of the first. And Cooper Fucino hit a 3-run shot for the Moo in the bottom of the first inning. So that's where we stand. So as we go to the top of the second, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters for the Plainsmen, Kyle Whitaker, C.J. Fish, and Dean Samuel. I want to remind you that Fremont Moo Baseball brought to you in part by the Dodge County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Well, we saw some offense in that first inning, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Lots of home runs, and pitching had some struggles. We'll see what Ingram can do here with the lead now as he tries to settle down. We know he has this stuff, but just a lot of contact in the first inning for him before getting that inning-ending double play. So we'll see what Ingram has up his sleeve in the second.
It's the cheesiest cliche line a broadcaster can use. You've heard it all the time, but it's true. Pitching is about like being a real estate agent. Location, location, location. It is. Please tell me you've heard that.
I think I've heard it.
Okay, just say, yeah, Rich, just shut your mic off. But it's true. I mean, where you place the baseball around the plate determines your success.
Well, last night we saw Dylan Dreesen as having some trouble with that. He's a very speedy pitcher, and he kind of slowed things down with his velocity, was able to place the pitch as well, and that's when things really started to work for him.
So 3-2 the score, and the Plainsmen, we're waiting for Kyle Whitaker to make his way to the plate to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. So Gage Ingram, kind of a shaky first, but he's pitching with a lead for the first time. So Kyle Whitaker will slowly make his way to home plate. It's all right, Kyle. We've got all day here. Now he digs in the batter's box. He's batting 190 with 1 homer. He's driven in 5. Here's the first pitch. That is inside for ball 1.
Yeah, we saw Whitaker home run in the first game of this series, but he's really struggled with high velocity pitching, something that Ingram has, so we'll see what he can do today.
Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Man, a breaking ball on the outside corner. It's 1-1. I was tongue-in-cheek talking about Kyle getting to the plate. I would never say that to him to his face. I saw him hitting batting practice earlier. Whew, that boy is put together.
Yes. you can tell from the press box.
The 1-1 hits him on the left hip, and I think it hurt the ball more than it hurt him. He's put together. So Whitaker hit by the pitch, and he'll be down at first base with nobody out. That's going to bring C.J. Fish to the plate now. C.J. batting 196, no homers. He's drove it in 6.
Yeah, he had a good first game of the series, 2 for 5, but he's 0 for 7 since then with 4 strikeouts. Trying to find something here.
Ingram out of the stretch. There's the pitch that breaks outside for a ball and almost got away. And Whitaker thought about taking off for second, but Fucino was able to regather and get the baseball. So it's now 1-0. So the Moo are off tomorrow and Tuesday, and then they begin a 5-game series to wrap up the season-long homestand against the Nebraska Prospects Wednesday night. 1-0 the count here on C.J. Fish. Next pitch. Swung on and hit off the hands. Little dribbler to the right side. Picked up by Burnett. He's going to go on out to short for 1, and the Moo will get the lead runner. So nicely done by Fremont defensively there.
Yeah, heads-up play there by Carson Burnett, and everyone was covering where they were supposed to. He probably could have had a play at first or second. Not enough time for the double play, but Espinosa gets to the bag at second base, and getting the lead runner is always helpful.
So 1 away brings up the 8-hole hitter, second baseman number 1, Dean Samuel. Batting 175, no homers. He's driven in 2. So a runner at first with 1 down here in the top of the second. Fremont leading 3-2. Gage Ingram's next pitch. Check swing. It's in there for a strike. So a lot of our listeners and viewers are saying, Rich, you're wrong, which I've been wrong a lot this summer, saying there's no game on Wednesday. Well, the Nebraska Prospects and the Moo were supposed to play back in May, but rain wiped out a 2-game series with the Casper Spuds. So when they rescheduled it, they had to move one of the games for the Moo and the Prospects and moved it to July the 10th. Yep. So that's the reason it's a 5-game series instead of a 4-game set. The 0-1 just missed off the corner. And the count evens, it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So the point is, more opportunities to watch the Moo here at Historic Boulder Field. Yep. Wednesday through Sunday next week. The Moo then wrap up that season-long homestand. Throw back over to first, the runner's back. Then after that, the Moo will have a day off, and then the following week they'll have a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday set out in Hastings against the Sodbusters for the penultimate road trip of the year. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 1-2. And then the Moo will come back. They'll get a couple with the Prospects, and then they'll play their 3 games with the Bison. And that'll be then the final 3 games at home of the regular season. The Moo hoping, of course, there will be a postseason. The 1-2. Misses inside. It's 2-2. And then when Fremont wraps up the year, they'll play 1 game at Oahe, and then they'll play 3 at Spearfish in the final weekend of July. That could be a big weekend.
It could be a big weekend.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes, swung on, and foul off. So Fish will have to retreat back to first base.
Yeah, looks like that might have been a little hit-and-run action for the Plainsmen, but foul ball. And got a speedy runner at first base, so possibly lucky break there for Fremont.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Dean Samuel. The second baseman, C.J. Fish, is over at first. 1 out, top of the second, 3-2 Fremont. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and hit in the air to center field. DeRozan will take a couple steps back and makes the catch for out number 2, and Fish retreats to first.
Yeah, breaking ball there, but just a little bit of contact at the center field. Very easily playable ball out there for DeRozan. And now just 1 out away from getting out of this inning after leadoff hit by pitch.
It'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, catcher Sam Bradshaw. Bradshaw hitting .091, no homers, and he's driven in 2. Fish with a little bit larger lead at first. And throwing over, and he is picked off. Leaning was Fish, and Ingram able to get it. Low throw that Burnett scooped down and applied the tag, and that's going to do it for the Plainsmen in the top of the second inning. So C.J. Fish is picked off, and that's going to do it. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Go to the bottom of the second, 3-2 the Moo. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. With delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo Baseball.
We go to the bottom of the second. It remains a 3-2 Fremont Moo lead. Gage Ingram ended the inning by picking off C.J. Fish over at first base, and so the Moo still have a 1-run advantage as we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be 8-9-1 batters for Fremont. Connor Peterson, Hayden Kilberlau, and then back to the top of the order with Jack DeRozan. Hope you're enjoying Fremont Moo Baseball. It's brought to you in part by Keel's Barbershop. To keep your hair and for the best haircut around, stop into Keel's at 88 West 6th Street in Fremont. Alongside Alec Burstein, I'm Rich Ray. Final game of this 4-game series, and it is game number 11 of the 16-game homestand. So the pitcher Luis Lepe going through a few more warm-ups before we get things underway here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hitting so far from both of these squads. They've combined for 6 hits, and there's no strikeouts yet. All the outs have been off of contact. So today we're seeing a lot of contact, and it's going to depend on which defense can get to those balls quicker.
You know, and I think all coaches would tell you this as well, and pitchers maybe not so much, but I know coaches will say this: win or lose, put the ball in play. And that's been a point of emphasis, I know, because the Moo have struck out so many times this year, and try to avoid increasing that number. Here's Connor Peterson stepping to the plate, batting 100. No homers. He's driven in 5, playing third base. First pitch to Peterson, and it's in there for a strike. So he's batting against one of his college teammates, Luis Lepe. 0-1 the count here on Peterson. Next pitch, Peterson swings and grounds it foul up the third base side. The count now 0-2.
Yeah, we've seen some success this year for Peterson down the lines, mainly down that left field line, and trying to repeat that there, but just a little bit foul.
No balls and 2 strikes as Lepe looks in to Bradshaw for the sign. Winds and delivers and brings it home quickly, and it's now 1-2. He kind of switched up his windup there. He went with the shorter approach toward home plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and Peterson swings and fouls it back to a right, not a play. Count stays put here at 1-2.
Yeah, really the problem so far has been we've seen him get to 0-2 counts a couple of times. He just has not been able to close the door, and it's led to some Moo hits. Try to do that here.
There's the 1-2. Breaking ball high, and the count now evens. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And a lot of those breaking balls, he's sending them high, and they just are not breaking into the zone. We already saw Bridger Coleman take advantage of that, and we'll see if any more Moo players can.
2-2 to Peterson. Fastball on the inside corner called strike 3, and Peterson's got looking. So Luis Lepe gets the best of his college teammate Connor Peterson there with a strikeout on the inside corner. And that's Lepe's first strikeout of the ball game. There's one away.
Yeah, it's a hard pitch inside for Peterson to hit, but he was standing close to the plate. Probably had to take at least a swing at that one, but instead he'll be sent back to the dugout looking.
So here's Hayden Kilberlau with a bat in his hand. The first pitch, he swings and grounds it to the right side. Samuel's got it up on over to first, and there are 2 away. I didn't get much to say there about Hayden. It was a quick at-bat for the two-way player from Elkhorn. And so back to the top of the order now. Center field, Jack Terozin. Terozin is no official at-bat yet. He walked and he scored in the first inning, part of that 3-run home run by Fucino. So Terozin will get a second look here at Luis Lepe. First pitch, breaking ball, high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, we saw 3 reaches from Terozin in his first outing with a single, a double, and a hit by pitch, so he knows how to reach.
1-0 pitch is grounded up the third base side. That's foul. That had some funky spin on it.
Yes.
And that ball, I thought, was going to go for you billiards fans, Minnesota Fats style, and roll back across third base. You don't know Minnesota Fats?
I don't.
You don't know Willie Mosconi?
I do not.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, hit in the air, left side, out of play. It's 1-2. If Chad Miller's listening right now, he's loving this. 1-2 the count on Jack Terozin. Here's the line, the 1-2 on the way. In the dirt, good block by Bradshaw. It's 2-2.
Are you a big billiards guy?
No, growing up as a kid, we're from different eras. There's no question about it, but you and I get along well.
Yeah.
But, we grew up with different things that we watched on television as kids. The 2-2, and it's down low. And here I am telling a story with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down again. We'll see if we can get him on. If Terozin gets on base here, I'll continue the story.
Sounds good.
So Luis Lepe flips the baseball, and now he's got it back in his glove. Here's the 3-2. Terozin grounds it towards second base. I'll have to wait for another day as Dean Samuel throws on over to first, and that will retire the side. So Luis Lepe is able to retire the Moo in order in the bottom of the second inning. 3 up and 3 down. 2 innings of baseball completed. Historic Moeller Field. Fremont's on top 3-2. Alex takes over when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger anglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Fremont Moo Baseball is brought to you by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, with 10 Omaha locations, including Fremont, Council Bluffs, and Norfolk. With delicious hand-battered, cooked-to-order Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, mouth-watering cane sauce, crinkle-cut fries, irresistible Texas toast, fresh coleslaw, plus freshly made tea and lemonade poured over their signature crushed ice. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, tasty supporters of Fremont Moo Baseball.
We go to the top of the third at historic Moeller Field. Fremont leading the Plainsmen 3-2 with play-by-play through the third and the fourth is Alex Burstein.
Thank you, Rich. It's a 3-2 ball game here at Moeller Field. The difference maker right now, a 3-run home run by Cooper Fucino in the first inning. After the Moo gave up 2 in the top half of the first, Gage Ingram enters his 3rd inning with the Moo this season. Had some struggles in the first, hit a batter to start off the second, but then was able to get out of it with a fielder's choice and a flyout. And we'll see what the right-hander in the transfer portal right now, but who most recently played with the University of Nebraska Omaha, can do here in the third.
Alex Moo Baseball is brought to you part by Bloom Optical. They are the eye care professionals. They care about your eye care, your eyewear, but most importantly, they care about you.
It'll be Sam Bradshaw hitting first here in the top of the third. He was at bat in the second inning when there was a pickoff attempt by Ingram, and it got C.J. Fish over at first base. So he'll get a fresh count of balls and strikes, and the base is empty with no outs this time around for Bradshaw. Hitting .091 on the season, still searching for his first extra base hit of the year. This is one of his last tries, final game of the season for the Plainsmen. trying to get their second win of the year as Bradshaw makes the long walk to the righty's batter's box. Take one or two more practice swings and we'll be good to go here in the top of the third. 3 hits apiece for both of these teams. They all came in the first. We saw the pitching settle down here. Ingram sets the first pitch. It's going to be skied towards third base, and easily making the grab is Peterson for out number 1. So just takes one pitch for an out here in the third, and that will bring Jackson Brooks to the plate. Brooks playing out in right field tonight. The lefty gets set for the first pitch. They'll take it outside at 1-0 the count. Brooks, an Exeter, California native. Here's the 1-0. Fastball hits the outside part of the plate, 1-1 the count. Ingram works with a fastball, changeup, and a slurve slider curve combo. Here's the 1-1. Fastball gets in there for a strike, and he's ahead in the count 1-2. Ingram still looking for his first strikeout of the day. He's ahead in the count 1-2, and here's the pitch. This one skied towards left field. Charging in is Brooks, and he will easily make the grab for out number 2. So, pair of flyouts here, one to third base and one to left field here, quickly in the third, and it'll bring Brody Boyle to the plate. We've seen Boyle all around. Right field, second base. He pitched last night.
Right.
Tonight he's in center field. First pitch to the righty. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count.
I so much want to follow up on my story about, different errors in watching television.
Okay.
But
it's working. They're working quickly, though.
Yeah.
Maybe the Moo offense will get going. 0-1. Breaking ball outside.
The story that just absolutely no one wants to hear,
I'm interested.
Are you?
I'm interested, yeah. I asked a question about billiards, so I'm still waiting for a response.
Okay.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And Ingram 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 1-2-3. Luke Froelich waits on deck. He's hoping he gets a second chance at bat here tonight. He homered his first time. Here's the 1-2. Inside. Boyle 1 for 1 on the day. Singled his first time up and scored off the Froelich home run. 2 home runs are the 2 impact plays here tonight for both teams. The 2-2. Swung on, sent towards center field. A couple steps in for Terozin, and he easily makes the grab for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the third for Gage Ingram, and it's a 3-2 Moo lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your headquarters for great food, cold drinks, and is the place to sit and watch the game. Wings, tenders, burgers, sandwiches, and wraps, tacos, and more. Get to try one of B-Dub's fantastic sauces. B-Dub's takeout and delivery is now Buffalo Wild Wings Go. For a limited time, add a 6-count of traditional or boneless wings and get them for free using promo code GOWINGS on all orders of $10 or more. Located at 1220 East 23rd Street, Suite 300 in Fremont. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
It's a 3-2 ball game. Moo on top here at historic Moeller Field as we enter the home half of the third, and Luis Lepe will stay in for his third inning of work. The left-hander out of Midland University at his best inning yet in the second. 1-2-3, including a strikeout looking. That's the lone strikeout in the game so far. We saw 18 combined strikeouts yesterday. Just 1 through 2.5 innings so far here today. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Moo. Bridger Coleman, Cooper Fucino, and Tyrus Pecci, all guys who had hits in the first. They're the 3 hits today for Fremont. Coleman had a single. Came around the score off the home run from his catcher, Cooper Fucino. Coleman came in today hitting 299, above the 300 mark now after that first pitch, as the Allen Hancock Community College product gets ready for the first pitch. That one off-speed pitch high and a 1-0 count. Coleman looking for a home for next year. Here's the 1-0 count. Fouled back. Chasing after it is Bradshaw, and it's going to escape into the concourse here. Bounces off sidewalk and a 1-1 count.
So the different areas of growing up in.
Yes.
Talking about the billiard story. I ran the words Minnesota Fats and Willie Mosconi at you, and I knew I'd get a blank look from you. But that was part of Saturday morning television.
Huh.
Back in the golden era.
The 1-1. High and away.
See,
2-1 count.
So I grew up with, it was Saturday afternoon baseball.
Okay.
Joe Garagiola doing play-by-play.
2-1 is high.
And usually it was a Royals game. You got it seemed like it was always Royals-Yankees. And so you got something regional. So you grew up with that.
Here's the 3-1 pitch to Coleman. And that one's outside, and a 5-pitch walk here to Bridger Coleman. The Moo have the leadoff man aboard for second time today.
So before ESPN got really big, and actually after ESPN started, ABC had what was called The Wide World of Sports.
Yes.
And that was hosted by Jim McKay and The Wide World of Sports. The big montage in the beginning was the ski jumper that would come down the slope, and he would lose it, and he'd go tumbling, and they called it the agony of defeat. And a few folks know what I'm talking about here.
Cooper Fucino at bat. First pitch is high.
And part of ABC's Wide World of Sports, Alex, was their programming. And so you saw a lot of Lifetime sports that were played. Golf. You saw bowling.
1-0. High again, and Lepe really struggling to find the strike zone here.
But you'd also see billiards.
Okay.
So you'd see lots of billiards competitions. And the big billiards guys at that time were Minnesota Fats and Willie Mosconi.
Ah, so that's a person. Here's the 2-0 runner takes. Pitch is high, and Coleman is safe in the second as the second baseman Samuel couldn't hold on to the throw from Bradshaw. Pitch was called for a strike, so we'll move to a 2-1 on Fucino.
Yeah, those are people.
Okay.
Those are people. And so
I thought that was like a billiards move or something, but now I see.
No, that was a character of life.
Okay.
You bet.
2-1 the count on Cooper Fucino with his neon yellow bat. Waving here. Lepe checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate.
You ever play any billiards at all?
Yeah, my grandparents have a pool table in the basement, so a little bit. But I'm very bad. There's actually, and my host family too have a pool table, but Alex Oliver has beaten me every time we've played. Yes.
Yeah. He's taken all your money, hasn't he?
We've had some very long games because neither of us are very good at it. 2-2. Fastball just outside. Fucino, the lucky take there, and the move to a full count. Cooper was ahead 2-0. It became a 2-2 count, and now we'll move to a full count here on the catcher out of Creighton. Homered his first at bat. Trying to do something similar here. Coleman at second base. Lepe checks the runner. Here's the 3-2. Fucino pops this towards right field. Drifting over is Brooks, and he will make the grab. Checking towards third, and then slowly coming back is Coleman, and he will stay at second base. And it'll be one away for Tyrus Pecci.
I want to remind our listeners that the final Monday regular season home game is coming up here in a couple of weeks, and the Moo take on the Bison on July 22nd. So make sure to attend Make a Difference Monday with the Fremont Moo, and there will be a pregame kids clinic for ages 6 to 14 from 5:30 to 6:30. Half of the ticket proceeds go to the Elkhorn Athletic Association, and 10% off all Moo merchandise on Monday, the 22nd, against the Bison.
Tyrus Pecci is ready for first pitch from Lepe. Coleman still over at second base. 3-2 Moo lead. First pitch is high. 1-0 count.
So that was Saturday morning programming. I mean, as a kid, you got up, you watched your cartoons early. You maybe went and played your Little League game. Then you came home right around noon. Then you started to watch the ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Here's the 1-0. Pecci, big swing and a miss. 1-1.
And as I mentioned, it was not your big-time sports. It was not football and basketball.
Those are sometimes the most fun ones to watch, though.
Oh, there's a lot of auto racing, bowling, billiards.
1-1. Petchy takes low.
And, more or less it was a way for mom and dad to take a nap as the kids watch TV, is what it was.
2 on the count on Tyrus Petchy, the right fielder. Just came back to playing the field this week. He was a designated hitter for most of the first half of the season. Here's the pitch. Fly ball towards center field. Couple steps in for Boyle, and he will make the grab for a second out. Coleman still waiting at second base. Had a leadoff walk, made his way down to second base, but he's been stranded there with a pair of shallow flyouts, and now will be up to his community college teammate, Steven Espinosa, to try to get something going. Espinosa had quite a day yesterday, 4 for 5. His best offensive day yet for the Moo. Coleman takes his lead at second. Samuel checking him, Lepe. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0.
So your Sunday programming was you got up and you went to church. You came back, and then there was pro wrestling that was on TV. WWF.
Okay. I've never been a wrestling guy. Here's the 1-0.
We're talking names like The Claw, Jimmy Superfly Snuka. And it was fake, like it is now.
It's always been fake. 2-0 the count on Espinosa. Hits one foul back. That will escape towards the fans here for a 2-1 count.
So that takes you up until noon on Sundays. And then on Sundays, it's the same like it is now, the NFL.
That will never change.
Yep, CBS was the big one then because you had Brent Musburger was broadcaster, and then one of the key analysts was Jimmy the Greek. And he was all into betting. That's before betting was big.
He was ahead of his time.
Oh, yes, he was.
He would flourish today. 2-1 count on Steven Espinosa after his last foul ball. Here's the pitch from Lepe. Fouled back again.
So, nowadays you see everything on the bottom of the screen on as far as betting lines and stuff like that. Back then, they would have the two-person shot in the studio standing there, and Jimmy the Greek would be sitting in front of a marker board that had chalk on it, right what the lines were.
2-2 on Steven Espinosa. Oh, how the world has changed. Here's the pitch. Espinosa grounder up the middle, and not getting there is Fish. Turning third is Coleman, and he will safely be in the score. No one's covering second base, so Espinosa will get there. Fish was just looking out in the center field. And Espinosa gets to second base with an RBI hit as Bridger Coleman moves the Moo to a 4-2 lead.
Two things on that play. Good job making contact up the middle, and Coleman coming around to score. Espinosa with a heads-up piece of base running to second base. I have no idea where Dean Samuel was going. The second baseman, he took off like he was going to back up first. And when C.J. Fish went out in the shallow center field, there's nobody at second base. So Espinosa just took it, and he gets a double out of it.
Carson Burnett comes to the plate out of Ohlone College. In 2:13 on the year, flew out to left his first time up. Big lead over at second by Espinosa. First pitch outside, 1-0 the count.
So to wrap up your Sunday programming is after you watch the two ball games, and usually the late afternoon game was like either Chiefs and Raiders, or it was a Cowboys and Washington, then the Redskins game. So that wrapped up football on Sundays before your late Sunday afternoon programming.
Runner takes to third, pitch is low, and Espinosa safely in the third. Pitch gets under Whitaker's glove, and Espinosa will trot home, and the Moo lead 5-2.
Yeah, that'll go as a throwing error on Bradshaw, and Whitaker just couldn't pick it.
So Burnett now with the bases empty, first error committed for either team today. Moo leading 5-2 here in the bottom of the third, thanks to two third inning runs. 2-0 pitch. Burnett skies one towards right field. Getting under it is Brooks, and he will easily make the grab for out number 3, but not before the Moo put two across home plate off of one hit. 1 error, and no one left on base. It's a 5-2 Moo lead as we move to the 4th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8.
A third of a way through this one at historic Moeller Field. The Moo on top of the Plainsmen 5-2 as Fremont looks to take the series win. They lead 2-1 on this 4th of July weekend series. Gage Ingram will make the walk out to the mound for his 4th inning of work at his first 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd off of 3 flyouts to pop out to third base and then flyouts to left field and center field. Hasn't gotten any strikeouts yet, but he's been inducing contact that's been easy for his fielders to back him up on. Be facing off against the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Luke Froelich, Chris Ortega, and Jordan Massis. Froelich, one of the bigger hits here today, had a 2 RBI home run his first time up. That was his 2nd home run of the season. Now the left fielder out of Morningside College will look to do something similar here. Ingram taking a couple more warm-up pitches. Moo chasing after that second-half title. They enter today 2.5 games back in the Independence League second-half standings.
Checking the scoreboard right now in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Hastings on top of Spearfish by a score of 2-1. That ball game's in the top of the 4th inning, and then they will play a second game right after that at Duncan Field later.
Froelich comes to the plate, entered today hitting .310. Best bat on this Plainsman team. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Quickly an 0-1 count on Froelich.
Froelich's the beer batter. He's the best hitter on the team.
It's a tough one for fans. 0-1. And they'll say he went for it. And 0-2 count now. Froelich started. So an 0-2 count on Luke Froelich. Ingram sets, late kick, here's the pitch. It's low and a 1-2 count.
Baseball gods just are not fair, are they?
They are not.
No.
Quick set, 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3 on inside fastball. First strikeout of the night for Gage Ingram. And that's now 5 straight batters retired by the Moo defense.
Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency, your partner in managing risk. Your future is limitless. Let Inspro take you there. Go to marshmma.com to learn more.
So Froelich goes from a home run to a strikeout, and now Chris Ortega comes to the plate. First pitch, bounce towards third base. This will be a tough play for Peterson. He gloves it and throws to first in time. And a 5-3 put out for a quick second out. And the Moo have found the rhythm defensively. Gage Ingram struggled in his first inning, giving up a single and then a home run. Moved the Plainsmen to a 2-0 lead. But since then, no hits given up in the 2nd, 3rd, and now 2/3 of the 4th inning. Lefty. This one bounced towards third. Peterson again. This is an easier play, and he'll throw the first to retire Jordan Massis. So a second straight 1-2-3 inning for the Plainsmen. It's a 5-2 lead for the Moo as we move to the bottom of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Windstar Lines is a family-owned and operated charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 12 hubs across the U.S. and a varied fleet including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and double-decker motor coaches, We are able to accommodate any size group, large or small, to any destination, near or far. With almost 30 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers.
Trust your heart to the team at Methodist for expert cardiac care that makes a life-changing difference. From specialized testing and imaging to comprehensive surgical options, including the most advanced procedures, we provide the personalized care that you expect from the Methodist name. Learn more about our heart and vascular care by visiting bestcare.org/heart. That's bestcare.org/heart. Methodist, the meaning of care.
We move to the home half of the fourth here at historic Moeller Field, and our first pitching change of the day comes for the Plainsmen, as Luis Lepe will exit the game after 3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which were earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout for the lefty out of Midland University, and he's going to be replaced by number 37, Jerry Smith, making his first appearance of the year. We don't know much about him.
I laugh because it just I was going to go the same route you were here, because it's right out of the line from Harry Doyle at Major League, where when Charlie Sheen's character comes in out of the bullpen, is that here's Ricky Vaughn. We don't know where he pitched last year, but we're sure wherever he pitched really well. And we joke because we got the information that Jerry Smith was on the roster moments before the game started, and so we have absolutely no information on the young man. I'm sorry. He's a right-hander. He's got a glove on his hand. He's got a cap on his hat, and he's going to pitch here for the Plainsmen.
Try to keep the Plainsmen in this one.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. Those are very accurate descriptions. Smith making his first appearance of the year, as you can tell. So we get one more warm-up pitch, and now face off against the 7, 8, and 9 hitters.
You thought this summer was going to be boring, didn't you, Burstein? Oh, my.
Trey Brooks, Connor Peterson, and Hayden Gelberlau due up as Brooks gets ready for the first offering from Smith. Pitch outside, and the 1-0 count.
So I'll help by finishing my story on Sunday programming.
Yes.
So, back in my era, you watch the football games, and then Sunday night, nowadays on Sunday night after the ball games, it's usually like The Simpsons or something like that, right?
1-0 inside.
I think at least it was. What do you watch now on Sundays after football?
Usually Sunday night football.
More football.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there wasn't Sunday night football when I was a kid.
Okay. 2-0 the count on Trey Brooks as Smith sets. The righty fires. And it's low.
So there is Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, hosted by Marlon Perkins.
Oh, boy.
You have no idea what this is about.
I have no idea.
But more or less, it was a program about African safaris.
3-0 is just outside on a fastball, and Trey Brooks will take a 4-pitch walk.
So
safaris.
Yeah, so African safaris, deep water fishing, just exotic adventures involved with animals. And Marlon Perkins was the host, and more or less he was in studio, and he had produced things put together. And then out in the field was his cast member, Jim Fowler.
Connor Peterson at the plate. First pitch is high.
And poor Jim.
One-0 count on Peterson. Brooks takes his lead at first. The pitch is in there for a strike.
So usually Marlon Perkins is like, here's Jim, and he's out on an African safari, and you see him, he's out there, and he's trying to, calmly talk to a lion, and he ends up just getting in a wrestling match with this lion or something of that nature. Or a huge boa constrictor snake is just, squeezing him.
Peterson swings at the 1-1.
Now it's funny. Back then you were mesmerized by watching it, but that was some of the late Sunday afternoon programming after sports.
How about that?
Yeah,
Television is crazy.
Yes, it is.
1-2 on Peterson. Pokes this one towards right field. Charging in and making the grab as he loses his hat is Brooks. And the other Brooks, Trey Brooks, safely gets back to first base. So it'll be one away
Number 6,
for Hayden Kelberlau. Playing at second base tonight, we've mainly seen him as one of the top relievers for the Moo this season, but getting a chance to play in the field tonight. It's just his third at-bat of the year. He grounded out his first time up. Saw him pinch hit once earlier this season before playing an inning at shortstop. First pitch, outside, 1-0 the count.
Yeah, but now you go to your Sunday night football game.
Yeah, more football.
Mm-hmm.
And on the East Coast, it goes late.
Yes, it does.
That keeps me from getting enough sleep before my Monday classes. The 1-0, outside. Bradshaw thought about a throw down the first base, but lost the ball for a second in the transition from glove to hand, so we'll just send it back to Smith on the mound.
So as a sports nut now, what's your weekend viewing schedule usually consist of?
Sports.
Well, that I knew.
2-0. I mean, it depends on the season. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-1 the count. I mean, during the fall, a lot of football.
Now, as far as where your broadcasting career is taking you, have you had an opportunity to do more than baseball?
Yeah, I've done football, volleyball, basketball second most behind baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer a little bit, 2-1. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-2 the count.
So that brings an interest to you of what you view then when you have an opportunity to do so.
That's true.
Yeah, back in my day, and I love it now, the apps that you can get through your television.
Yeah.
You know, ESPN app, Apple TV Plus, things like that.
2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Kelberlau, who's 0 for 2 to start his day. And now being the leadoff man, Jack DeRozan to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a walk, a run, and a ground out. Creighton University product. Played sparingly this last year for the Blue Jays. He'll have his redshirt senior year this upcoming spring. And try to keep this inning going. There's a leadoff walk to Trey Brooks, but the Moo haven't done anything yet. Pitch inside, 1-0 the count on DeRozan.
So next inning, we'll have our trivia question. Mm-hmm. It's a 3-part trivia question.
3 parts.
Just settle down, young man. 3-part question about the Milwaukee Brewers. I want to see how many of the 3 you can get.
Okay.
I'm giving you opportunities
That's
here.
True.
Yeah.
The 1-0. Poked foul. Evens it down at a 1-1 count.
You're a National League Central guy.
I am. Yeah.
So our listeners and viewers can help out Alex when we get to trivia next inning on our social media platforms.
1-1 the count, 2 away. Brooks takes, pitch is high, and Brooks will slide in safely to second base with his second stolen base in as many days. Ball bounced into shallow center field, but Samuel scoops it up before Brooks can move to third. And the Moo have a runner in scoring position.
Good jump by Brooks. And he went with the headlong slide, so didn't even make it close. He used his athleticism to get into scoring position.
Brooks will take another lead at second base, a 2-1 count on DeRozan. Here's the pitch. Inside, and that will be the second hit by pitch here today on the lefty outfielder. Our first hit by pitch, but second free pass. He walked in the first. And the Moo have 2 on with 2 away for Bridger Coleman. Team leader in RBIs. He has 19 of those on the year. Up to 30 hits now after his single in the first. He's 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, and 2 runs. He's been efficient here today. Runners take their leads at first and second base. Coleman is ready for the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofting breaking ball high and a 1-0 count.
So out of your sports world that you consume when watching,
yeah,
do you have a particular program throughout a weekend? And you said it kind of depends on the season.
Yeah.
But is there one that it's must watch?
Not in particular. I'm usually watching the Chicago teams.
Mhm.
And then Sunday Night Football, 1-0, pitch high. Yeah, I'd say it depends. Amount of homework I have, amount of prep work I have. Try to stay away sometimes. 2 away, 2 on, and the 2-0 count on Bridger Coleman here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch goes low, a 2-1, 3-0 count. Coleman trying for his second walk in as many innings. Walked to lead off the 3rd and came around to score. Moo have scored in 2 of 3 innings so far, 3 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. Jerry Smith on the mound. Here's the 3-0 offering. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Coleman wasn't going to swing at the 3-0 no matter what, as much as he would have liked to take a big hack at that one. Trey Brooks has the lead at second base. Jack Terozin at first, as the 3-1 is low, and that will be a 3rd free pass offered this inning by Jerry Smith. And runners are at first, second, and 3rd base. For a dangerous hitter, Cooper Fucino coming to the plate. 1 for 2 today, already has a home run. His 4th home run on the season. And Fucino has catcher's gear on, so we'll have to take it off quickly and now strut down to home plate.
I'm still waiting for the catchers to go on up there with all their gear on and swing the bat. Now that
I don't think will ever happen.
That would be entertainment.
It would be entertainment.
Yes.
Also, it'd be very hard to swing the bat, I bet. Adding a lot of weight to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Bases loaded for Fucino. First pitch from Smith. This one grounded into left field. 1 run will score. Turning 3rd is Terozin, and a 2nd run is in. And Coleman stuck in a rundown now between 2nd and 3rd, and he will get tagged out. Oh, the ball dropped, but they will say it wasn't applied before that. So it'll be a 2 RBI single for Cooper Fucino, but the inning will also come to an end. 2 runs come across the plate for the Moo off of 1 hit. No errors, and 1 runner left on base as we move to the 5th here. It's a 7-2 Moo lead, and as we're at the end of the 4th, that means it's a bathroom break brought to you by WC Plumbing, Heating, and Excavating, who bring you this bathroom break. When something messy breaks, remember, your duty is our duty at WC Plumbing. Call 721-6908.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play trucks and bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Mooing control 7-2 as we enter the 5th and take you through inning number 5. Here's Rich Ray.
Alex, thanks so much. Cooper Fucino having quite a day at the plate today. Hit a 3-run home run in the 1st inning, and then just delivered a 2 RBI single before Bridger Coleman got caught in a rundown between 2nd and 3rd for the final out. So Cooper Fucino, 2 for 3. He's driven in 5 so far on the day.
5 RBIs in 4 innings. Not too shabby.
Gage Irwin making his Moo debut. He's going to work his way into the 5th. And he has had a couple of clean innings the last 2 times out. He'll get the 6, 7, and 8 batters, Kyle Whitaker, CJ Fish, and Dean Samuel. Moo Baseball brought to you in part by your Fremont Hy-Vee. For a lineup that's loaded, shop your Fremont Hy-Vee. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com now and place your order. So it'll be Kyle Whitaker. We will lead things off here for the Plainsmen. Whitaker got hit by a pitch his first time around. And like his first trip to the plate, he is slowly making his way near the home plate area. So we'll wait on Kyle to get there. In the meantime, you can help out Alex with our trivia question coming up tonight by going to mixler.com/fmoo or our YouTube live chat. And I have a 3-part Milwaukee Brewers question for you, Alex, okay?
Okay.
So if you get one of them right, you win, okay? First pitch coming from Gage Ingram to Kyle Whitaker. And it hit him in the wrist. It was a foul ball. Let's see. Gary Hall saying foul ball. Kyle Whitaker saying it hit his wrist. It's going to be a foul ball. And I can tell you why it's going to be a foul ball. Because if that hit him square on the fingers, it'd be more than just standing there saying it hit me in the fingers. So Whitaker will have to swing the bat now. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2. It's the count 0-2 to Kyle Whitaker, and Kyle's going to show up Gary Hall right now. He's going to stand out of the batter's box, readjust his gloves, and step back into the box. I get the impression Kyle doesn't want to be here today. Here's the 0-2. He swings, and he hits this ball high in the air, left center field, and he pimps it, flips it, and watches it leave. Well, he got the last laugh out of it. It's now 7-3.
Yeah, a little ball don't lie moment there for Whitaker after thinking he got hit by a pitch. Instead, he sends this 1 yard for the second home run of the day for the Plainsmen, his second home run of the season, and just took that breaking ball far out towards left field. Bring it to a 7-3 game.
Well, I will give credit for Kyle Whitaker for hitting a home run, but it's now Tuesday as he's crossed home plate. They took all the time he wanted to get around the bases.
Number 9, C.J. Fish.
It's now 7-3. And we move on. C.J. Fish will come to the plate now. Fish reached on a fielder's choice and then got picked off by Ingram his first time. Fish swings and fouls his back. It's 0-1. All right, let's do trivia. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, Milwaukee Brewers trivia today. First part of the question, Alex. Which team moved to Milwaukee to become the Milwaukee Brewers? Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's part 1 of the question.
Okay.
Part 2, what year did the Brewers play in their lone World Series? Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and it's a smash inside the third base bag. Peterson dives, can't get to it. Base hit in the left field. Fish is around first, and he'll hold up there, and he has a single for the Plainsmen.
Yeah, that one just slashed down the third base line. Almost a nice play from Peterson, but he's just a couple inches too short there on the dive. And 5th hit of the day for Plainsmen. Now they just need some runs to show for it.
7-3 the score. And Ingram out of the stretch to face Dean Samuel. First pitch. Hit the outside corner for a strike. Okay, so which team moved to Milwaukee to become the Milwaukee Brewers? What year did the Brewers play in their lone World Series? And the third part of the question is, who'd they play? So you can chime in with us at mixler.com/fmoo or YouTube at BSDN Live on the YouTube live chat. You haven't even guessed yet. You're pondering these three, aren't you? Throw on over to first, and that's in the dirt. Bounces away from Burnett. And an errant pickoff attempt is going to allow Fish to get down to second base.
Yeah, it's a low throw there from Ingram after we saw a successful pickoff attempt from him earlier. And a little bit of noise now for the Plainsmen here in the top of the 5th.
So runner at second, nobody out. 7-3 in favor of the Moo here in the top of the 5th inning. Hits are even at 5 apiece. Both teams have committed 1 error now. 1 ball and 1 strike on Dean Samuel. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. So I'll kind of give you a few hints if you'd like.
Okay.
So this team moved to Milwaukee to become the Milwaukee Brewers. You remember former Commissioner Bud Selig?
Yep.
He was all part of that ownership group that moved this team to Milwaukee to become the Brewers.
Okay.
1-2 is fouled off to the right side. The count stays 1-2. Now, you remember there used to be the Milwaukee Braves.
Yes. See, that, I thought it was the Braves.
No, that team moved to Atlanta.
So
yeah.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah. So this team became the Milwaukee Brewers in 1970.
Okay.
1-2 pitch, swung on and hit in the air to shallow center. DeRozan comes on, and he makes the catch, and there's 1 away. But I need to know what the team was that moved to Milwaukee to become the Brewers in 1970. That's part one. Part two, the Brewers have played in one World Series. What year was it?
That'll bring up the catcher, number
Part
3,
three,
Sam Bradshaw.
who did they play in that World Series? The third part of this one is the one that I thought might throw you for a loop. Okay. Meeting at the mound here with Fucino and Kelberlau, talking with Gage Ingram, I beg your pardon. And coming to the plate will be the catcher, number 3, Sam Bradshaw. So a runner at second with one away. 7-3 in favor of the Moo. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Bradshaw popped up to third base his last time. Here's the stretch by Ingram. The kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. So the count 0-1 to Sam Bradshaw, the catcher. Jackson Brooks will bat next.
I'm stuck
It's
here.
the quietest you've been all summer.
Yeah.
Ingram's ready, the 0-1. Breaking ball, did he catch him? Nope, just missed him. The count evens a 1-1 strike. You need help on the team that moved there?
I might.
Which one of the three is the hardest one for you?
I feel like if I get that one.
That's the hardest one? Okay. 1-1 strike to count. Next pitch. Swung on and foul back to the right side. There was an expansion team in 1969 called the Seattle Pilots. They lasted 1 year, and then they moved to Milwaukee and became the Milwaukee Brewers. So the Seattle Pilots are the team that became the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay? So we'll cross that one off of our three-part question. 1 and 2 here to Sam Bradshaw. Next pitch, outside. It's now 2-2. The Brewers have played in one World Series. Name the year. And who did they play?
I want to say it was in the 2000s. I could be wrong.
You are.
Yeah, okay. There's one down.
I'm helping you.
Yeah.
I'm helping you. I'm not against you today. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. It's in the dirt. Fucino scoops it out. He'll toss it down to Burnett to get the strikeout for the second out, and after to remain put at second base is C.J. Fish. So Ingram gets his second strikeout of the day. They're a 2 away.
Yeah, good job there by Ingram getting a chase low in the zone, something that he's been trying to do all day. He's got a lot of strike calls there, but now we'll get a swing and a miss for a second strikeout.
We've got a pinch hitter here, and I believe this is Adrian Amosquita. So Adrian Amosquita grabs a bat. We've seen him play some outfield here in this series. So he pinch hits here in the fifth. I'll help you on your question here in a second. Okay. So Gage Ingram ready to face Adrian Amosquita. Runner at second, 2 down. Reaching up will be Brody Boyle. Makes the catch. Runner from third, tagging, is Barnett. He'll come home and score. And the Moo extend the lead. It's now 10-3.
I think Boyle made that catch a little harder than it had to be there out there in center field. Slowly jogging back and stuck up his gloves to make the catch. But we'll get the out either way. But the Moo, double-digit runs once again.
2 away. As it's supposed to be Bridger Coleman, we're going to get a pinch hitter here. This might be Colin Pitts, I think. Yep, it is. So Colin Pitts will take over in the designated hitter role for the remainder of this game unless somebody else gets another opportunity. So he hits here in the fifth inning. Lufkin, Texas native from Centenary in Louisiana. He's got a homer this year. Runners at first and second with 2 down. First pitch to Pitts. Swings and pops it in the air down the right field line, and it is going to drop just foul. So the count 0-1. So what's your prized memorabilia possession? Do you have one? Besides your own autograph.
I know.
Yeah.
I have a who signed it? I think it's a Tommy LaStella signed baseball. He was part of the World Series team for the Cubs.
16 championship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all my souvenir baseballs.
No balls and 1 strike to Colin Pitts. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Next inning, I will tell you a story.
Okay.
On the most prized sports possession that I would like to have, but my mother won't give it to me.
That's cryptic.
The 1-1 on the way is high. It's now 2-1. It's a good story. I'm teasing just a hair. Lots of clapping going on down in the crowd. You waving to people? No, Bo's down there. Bo's living it up down in the Coors Light Home Plate Club. 2 balls and a strike on Colin Pitts. Next pitch. Swung on a foul back. Count evens. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, Pitt's battling here for a couple of hard-hit foul balls. I was trying to straighten one out. 2 runners on, but Moo now with a pretty comfortable lead at 10-3.
10 runs off 7 hits, 2 Moo errors. Plainsmen have 3 runs off 5 hits and 1 error. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The pitch swung on and foul off to the right side again. It's now 2-2. I saw Bo in church today.
In costume?
No. No.
That would have been something.
No. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
How do you take communion with that thing on your head? 2-2 here on Colin Pitts. Jerry Smith, second pitcher of the game for the Plainsmen, and hops off the back of the mound. Is it a balk? Yep, it is. That's what I thought. Yep. I didn't think he could do that legally, and it took Frank Williams a little bit to go, that's not right. He jumped in the air, then stepped off the rubber. And I think he realized that he knew he was in a bad spot, so it's a balk. So that puts runners at second and third. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here on Colin Pitts, and now time is called. And I think some conversation taking place between Plainsman third baseman. I think it's Salazar, who's playing third now. So Smith back up on the rubber. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside for ball 3. So the count now full at 3-2 here on Colin Pitts. Moo have scored 3 runs this inning. They scored 3 back in the first on the 3-run homer by Cooper Fucino. Fremont leading 10-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 3-2. Down low, and that is ball 4. That is the 4th walk of the inning given up by Jerry Smith. It's going to load up the bases, and that's going to bring a pitching change. So we're going to see a new pitcher coming into the ballgame. In the meantime, Alex Burstein yesterday caught up with Josh Blount, and that's today's Moo mid-game interview.
Alex Burstein here with Josh Blount for today's Moo mid-game interview. Josh, you spent some time in Fremont last summer. Why did you decide to come back for year 2?
I like the Fremont, Omaha area. It's a nice little getaway from school and someplace you can relax and still get better at the same time. Great teammates, great community.
And how has this season been different than last year for you?
It has been a little bit different. I mean, obviously, summer ball is kind of a unique piece of baseball where you reload almost every year. You get a brand new team, but it's just unique in that you meet new guys every year, you learn new things, and make some good friendships.
We've seen you in the leadoff spot a lot this year because you draw so many walks. Is that something you work on, or how did that kind of come to be?
It kind of just started happening. I didn't necessarily plan for it or try to do it by any means, but it is definitely something that helps my game and helps the team.
And then you've jumped around a couple of schools, but this last year, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, what's kind of been the experience like there?
It's definitely different. I grew up in Wisconsin, so I was playing in 30 degrees sometimes in spring. Being down there is it's almost like paradise. We're right on the beach, playing with a great squad of guys. I mean, good teammates down there, obviously, and it has been quite a bit different than my past experience, but in a good way. It's been awesome.
So playing outdoor year-round, I'm guessing?
Yep, absolutely.
And we've seen you this summer, left field, center field, right field, kind of all around. Is there somewhere you feel like you excel best, or do you kind of pride yourself on all the positions?
Kind of just being aggressive and going after balls anywhere. I mean, I don't really prefer one over the other, but kind of just, like I said, reading the ball off the bat, being aggressive, and no matter where I'm at, just chasing it and playing it well, hopefully.
And then halfway through this season, what have you kind of been working on? What are your goals for this summer heading into your next collegiate year?
Obviously we want to win every day. That's one of the big things. But summer is really a time for improvement and just getting better as a ball player and as a person. So for me, it's a lot of swing stuff and really just getting my timing down feeling comfortable in the box, and hopefully getting a barrel on the ball at least most of my ABs. So,
Josh Blount, today's Moo mid-game interview. Thanks for your time, Josh.
Thank you.
Alex Burstein with Josh Blount yesterday. All right, so we're in the middle of a pitching change. Brody Arnold takes over now on the mound for the Plainsmen. He is a Midland University product as well. He's out of Kearney, Nebraska, and Arnold has pitched 9 innings this summer. This is his 5th appearance. He's had 1 start. He's got an 0-1 record. He's given up 9 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, struck out 4, walked 10. The ERA is 6.22, and he's trying to get the final out here at the bottom of the 5th. The Moo leading 10-3, bases loaded, 2 down, and Cooper Fuccino at the plate, who's had a huge day. 2 for 3 with 5 runs batted in. The first pitch is outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Fuccino's not the guy you want to see when you first come into a game. And as he's watching from the bench, I'm sure Arnold knows how skillful Fuccino is. We'll try to add to a 3rd hit today.
1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch, Fuccino lays off a 1, but it was at the top of the zone for strike 1. 1-1. Trey Brooks is at 3rd. Hayden Kelberlau at 2nd. Colin Pitts is at 1st. Jerry Smith in relief when ending in 2/3, gave up 3 hits, walked 6, had a strikeout, a balk, and a hit batsman. Here's the 1-1. Fuccino takes it outside. We count out 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on Cooper Fuccino, the 9th batter to hit this inning for Fremont. The Spearfish has stormed back, Alex. They now lead Hastings 8-2 in the first game of their double dip. 2-1 pitch. Fuccino pops it in the air on the right side, slicing over by the fence. It should be out of play. It is. It's the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes in Cooper Fuccino.
Something about Hastings and doubleheaders. They seem to be playing one of those at least every week.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It has to do with the scheduling and also rain.
Rain, yeah.
Yep. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch from Arnold. Low and away. So we have gone as far as we can possibly go this inning. The 9th batter to hit this inning. Well, we could go further. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases loaded. Arnold's ready. Runners go. The pitch. And Fuccino takes it high for ball 4, and that'll push across another run. So Fuccino gets another run batted in, his 6th of the game. So that brings in Trey Brooks. Makes it now 11-3 in favor of the Moo, and Fremont bats around here in the 5th inning. So Tyrus Pecci is now at the plate. He singled, stole a base, and scored a run earlier in the inning. First pitch from Arnold on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Tyrus Pecci. Steven Espinoza would be next. 0-1 the count. Next pitch. Breaking ball, a little bit low. It's now 1-1. So you've been able to get around Fremont a little bit in your time here this summer.
Yeah.
Have you found a favorite food joint yet?
Not yet.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Pecci. It's 1-2. Like I said, this weekend you're going to want to
have some exploring to do.
You'll be able to explore this weekend with John C. Fremont
that's
Days.
True.
Yep. There'll be plenty of food for you to find. Food trucks galore.
Good.
1-2 here on Pecci. Next pitch. Swung on, popped in the air, right side, might be playable. Foul territory. Reaching over the side fence and able to make the catch. Fine play is the substitution that's in there over at first base. We'll get that young man's number here in just a little bit, but that is the final out of the inning. So Pecci fouls out wide of first. That's going to do it for the Moo in the 5th, but they send 10 batters to the plate, and they score a total of 4 runs, and they do it on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. We played 5. It's 11-3 in favor of the Moo. Alex will take it back when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Find your purpose with work that matters. Methodist is hiring for clinical and non-clinical positions throughout our health system. Join a team that's making a difference and take advantage of a range of benefits like medical, vision and dental, flexible scheduling, and tuition assistance. To find all of our opportunities and apply online, go to bestcare.org/jobs. That's bestcare.org/jobs. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
We work our way to the top of the 6th inning. It is an 11-3 Fremont Moo lead. The Moo have a new pitcher in the ball game, and to tell us all about that and more is Alex Burstein.
Thank you, Rich. 11-3 Moo on top, and Luka Vucevic will come into the game to relieve Gage Ingram, who had a pretty good first start. 5 innings, 5 hits given up, 3 runs, with all of which were earned, but 1 walk and 3 strikeout. Some things to work on throughout as the summer goes on, but overall, a solid outing for Ingram, who will throw 65 pitches in his first appearance, and now they'll turn things over to the New Zealand native, Vucevic, who's had some up and down appearances so far this year, but one of the more solid relievers for this Moo squad as he takes a couple more warm-up pitches. This is going to be the 7th appearance of the year for Luka, who has 16.1 innings pitched, a 1-0 record on the season, and he sports an ERA of 3.857. His last appearance came not too long ago. We saw him pitch on June 29th against the Casper Spuds. Went 5 innings, 5 1/3 innings in that one. 71 pitches, giving up a few runs earned in that one. We'll try to recover here against the Plainsmen, and who will be facing off against is the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And first off, it'll be the most dangerous hitter in this lineup, Luke Froelich. We saw already homer this season.
Alex, checking the Independence League Baseball scoreboard I mentioned earlier, making up a ball game from yesterday. Spearfish and Hastings before they play the second game of a doubleheader later. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Spearfish leading Hastings 8-3 in the first game of that one. And they'll turn around and play one more later tonight. And then that wraps up the Sunday schedule in the Independence League.
Now pinch hitting.
Vucevic walks around the mound as Froelich comes into the righty's batter's box. This should be a good battle to start things off, and it's actually going to be a pinch hitter, number 13, Tomas Nelson. So a bunch of positional changes here for the Plainsmen in their final game of the season, and it'll be Nelson hitting first. As Vucevic gets ready for the first pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count.
There is 1, 2 strikes away.
Nelson, an outfielder / right-handed pitcher out of Gustavus Adolphus College. 0-1. Another fastball, and this time in the zone. Good start to the outing here from Luka, who'll try to bring up a strikeout. Here's the 0-2. Inside, rung up, strike 3, as Gary Hall will call that one a strike, and a good start to the outing here for Luka Vucevic. That's another batter retired here for the Moo, who have really seen their defense step up here in the last couple of innings. And they'll bring Andrew Cuff to the plate, who we saw make a nice catch to end the 5th inning over the fence. He's come in as the first baseman to replace Chris Ortega. First pitch on its way. Fastball outside. Good stop there from Fucino. It will be a 0-1 count on Cuff. Infielder out of Centralia College. He's a Mount Angel, Oregon native. Pitch inside, and that just grazed him. So there'll be a hit by pitch and a free pass offered here to Cuff. So 1 on with 1 away.
That's one of the mechanic things that Vucevic is going to have to work on. Remember his last outing, he hit, I want to say it was 4 or 5 batters.
Yep.
And a lot of it is because on his release point. It comes out of the hand to where the ball kind of flicks off the fingers, and it's got some backward tail to it to a right-handed batter.
Brings Jordan Massis to the plate. First pitch inside. Almost hit him again, but will bounce in the dirt instead, and a 1-0 count on Massis. 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a double play in the first and grounded out to third his last time up. Lead over at first base by Cuff. Here's the 1-0 offering. Poked into left field, jumping and making the grab is Peterson. He throws to first and doubles him off. Initially, it looked like it was going to be a liner into left field, but Connor Peterson with a nice jumping grab and throws it across the diamond. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. In the top of the 6th, it's an 11-3 ball game. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Welcome to Fremont and Dodge County, where we invite you to play, shop, stay, and eat. Dodge County is where your next outdoor adventure is at your fingertips. Did you know that downtown Fremont is also known as the antique capital of Nebraska? Fremont and Dodge County also has many fine hotels, campgrounds, and RV parks to suit any needs. We invite you to come and see why downtown Fremont has been named the most charming downtown in Nebraska by USA Today.
Kills Barbershop is the Sports Center barbershop in Fremont. Be sure you look your best and get into Kills Barbershop, where you'll receive quality haircuts in a friendly atmosphere. Get a fresh cut, have them hot leather and shave your neck. If you're looking for that special feel of a true barbershop, Kills is the place for you. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 7:30 to 3. Kills Barbershop, 6th and Broad in downtown Fremont. They'll make you look your best.
We move to the home half of the 6th here at historic Moeller Field. Brody Arnold will enter another inning of relief here for the Plainsmen. His first full inning came in and got the final out in inning number 5, and now he'll face off against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Steven Espinosa, Carson Burnett, and Trey Brooks. As Espinosa makes the walk to home plate. Seeing a bunch of changes from the Plainsmen the last couple of innings, both offensively and defensively. Getting a bunch of guys into the game. In the final game of the season for the Plainsmen, Espinosa walks to home plate and ready for the first pitch from Arnold. Hammers this one high back, taking off his mask as Bradshaw gets under the ball and will just miss the ball near the first base line. Stuck out his glove, but it was about a foot away. And missed opportunity there for the first out here for the Plainsmen.
Yeah, Bradshaw didn't look comfortable going after that. And that's one where Andrew Cuff has to realize that from first and come down and take control and just call for it. But take 2.
Yep. So it'll be an 0-1 count on Espinosa. Had a strong day once again. He's reached his first 3 times up. Breaking ball outside, 1-1 count. So with all the defensive changes, it's now Nelson, Foster, and Amiskita from left to right in the outfield. The 1-1. Breaking ball low. Cuff at first base, Samuel at second, CJ Fish still at third, and Marco Salazar at third base. Arnold pitching and Bradshaw catching. The 2-1. Espinosa slams one foul to the right-hand side. Evens out the count at 2 apiece. Moo on top 11-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Moo trying to win this series, a 4-game 4th of July holiday weekend series between the Plainsmen and the Moo. Here's the 2-2. High. Clouds starting to roll in here at historic Moeller Field. It's the 3-2. Poked foul down the right field line and a 3-2 count.
I was checking the weather here, Alex, and I don't think we're supposed to get any rain.
No, it's been in and out of the forecast the past couple of days.
Unless it's changed on us here in the last few minutes.
Let's see.
30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9.
Okay.
Okay, so that did change a little bit. Yeah.
3-2 pitch outside, and Espinosa will take his free base on the full count. And the Moo will have the leadoff man aboard. So helpful for baseball Titan to have a leadoff man. And 5 of the 6 innings, first batter has reached for Fremont.
Let's take a look at the radar.
Yeah.
And everything I see is heavy, but it's north. I mean, we're talking up by the Wayne, Sioux City area.
That's good.
It looks like there's a few things rolling in there from the west, though.
Burnett grounds one into center field. And it will just take one pitch for the first baseman to get on with his first hit of the day. And the Moo have runners at first and second with no outs for Trey Brooks. So it's been a rough start to the outing here for Brody Arnold in the 6th. So we'll see if there's more bullpen work for the Plainsmen. Arnold looks in for the side, now sets. Runners at first and second. First pitch high in the 1-0 count now on Trey Brooks. Smoked a double his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today with 2 runs. It's his first extra base hit of the season. Here's the 1-0 outside. Bradshaw thinks about throwing down the first, but chasing back is Burnett. Carson Burnett at first base, Steven Espinosa at second. I'd love if the rain could hold off. Yesterday we did not get a full game. Here's the 2-0. High.
I was checking the radar, and it's saying about 8:25, 8:30.
Okay.
Is when we're supposed to get some rain here in Fremont, but that's an hour and a half from now. Yeah. So hopefully we can get this done by then.
Yeah. Slow moving game. Bottom of the 6th here. Runner takes towards third. Pitches in there for a strike, and walking into third base is Steven Espinosa. So runners on the corners now for the Moo.
That's a teaching moment because Connor McGonigal just put his hands on Espinosa and pointed out to the scoreboard.
Pitch foul back in a 3-2 count.
And what he's telling him is that we're up 11-3.
No need to steal.
They're really not holding you on. You do not have to swipe third base. And it's a good thing these teams get along because if you go up against a rival and do that, guess where the next pitch is going?
Right at the batter. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 here from Trey Brooks. A little late on that one. He's not happy with his swing. And that'll be the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th, and it'll bring Connor Peterson to the plate. Made a nice jumping grab in turn 2 in the top half of this inning. Peterson 0 for 3 today, a line out, a fly out, and a strikeout. First pitch, outside. Just has not been the offensive year for Connor Peterson. Came into today hitting 100. He's really struggled to find the ball with his bat so far this season. Here's the 1-0 outside and a 2-0 count.
Connor's a big personality, and so I can say this in jest. To see him leap and make that catch last inning, okay, the story will grow over the years how much he jumped off the dirt in order to get that ball.
2-0. Pitch in there for a strike.
But out of reality, Connor's the type of person, he does some good things on the baseball field, but there's a part of his athleticism that you and he could have a vertical leap contest, and that might be challenging.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 here from Peterson.
He's always grown up as a kid that makes contact with a baseball. He's always been able to, swing, make contact, and just hasn't put it together here this summer.
Try to do so here on the 2-2. Hits one high in the infield. Second baseman Fish will come over in front of the second baseman Samuel. And that will be 2 away. So Fish, coming from shortstop, moves all the way in front of his second baseman. Would have been an easy grab for Samuel, but instead it's now 2 away with runners on the corners for Hayden Kelberlau. Kelberlau toes the righty's batter's box. First pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Kelberlau rocking some baby blue batting gloves. Carson Burnett at first base. Espinosa at third. Moo on top 11-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 outside.
Those are very faint blue, aren't they?
Yeah.
It looks like that Hayden maybe went to wash them and put them in with a blue T-shirt is what happened.
That could be a possibility, too. 1-1 inside, check swing. Kelberlau didn't go, and the 2-1 count now.
I can tell you, though, that would never happen because if you try to wash baseball gloves, you ruin them.
Yeah.
You'd never be able to wear them again.
2-1 outside.
Trust me, I've done it. I have. I remember washing the uniform as a kid, and I think my baseball gloves were in my back pocket. Forgot to take them out. I washed them, pulled them out of the dryer, and, yep, those gloves were shot.
Baseball equipment is fragile. 3-1. And just outside, Koberlau will take his second free pass of the day. As he jogs down to first base, and that will make it bases loaded for Jack DeRozan. The lefty out of Creighton University fields as a right-hander, but bats from the left-hander's batter's box. And now DeRozan will look to get some RBIs. 0 for 2 today, but he has reached on both a walk and a hit by pitch. Had a sac fly his last time up. First pitch. Outside, 1-0 the count.
Gary Hall strike zone's gotten a little smaller here.
Surprising. An 11-3 game.
Right.
Brody Arnold on the mound for the Plainsmen, the Midland University product. The 1-0. Foul down the first base line.
All the vernacular you hear in baseball, especially if you hang out by the dugout, and I encourage young children not to do that during the middle of a game. But some of the things that you'll hear throughout baseball throughout the years are some of the phrases that are used. And one of which reminds me about some umpiring.
The 1-1. Strike call on the outside part of the zone. And a 1-2 count now on DeRozan.
And sometimes you would hear, as the sun goes down, so does the strike zone.
Let's go Moo.
1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get through the legs and then bounce in front of home plate.
Gary Hall saved a run. That was a kick save and a beauty there by the goaltender.
He gave a thumbs up to the home plate club after that one.
It got right underneath Bradshaw, and it went right off the left shin guard of Gary Hall and prevented a run from scoring.
So it'll be a 2-2 count on DeRozan.
Is he getting assists?
Maybe. Stat padding. Here's the 2-2. DeRozan pops this one back. We'll go towards the parking lot here at Historic Moeller Field, and we'll keep it at a 2-2. 2 outs, runners at every base. An 11-3 Fremont Moo lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein joined alongside Rich Ray. Overcast skies here at Moeller Field. The 2-2 inside, kicking back his leg. The pitch will move to the backstop, and Espinosa will easily come home to score another run. It's his third run of the day. All the runners advance, so it'll be a full count on DeRozan with Carson Burnett at third base and Hayden Kelberlau at second. Pitch went inside to lefty DeRozan, and just unable to get a glove on it was Bradshaw. So we'll now do the full count offering. Arnold takes a second, now sets. Here's the 3-2. DeRozan bounces this one towards first. Cuff gets it, flips to first, race to the bag, and in time as Arnold steps on first base for out number 3, but not before the Moo put one more across the board. 1 run off of 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base as we move to the 7th here at Historic Moeller Field. It's the Moo 12, the Plainsmen 3. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
Another pitching change for the Moo as we enter the 7th. Moo on top of the Plainsmen 12-3. 1 inning for Luka Vucevic. He goes 1 inning with no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And now it'll be Zach Vincent coming in as the 3rd pitcher of the day for this Moo squad. The right-handed senior out of Midland University. We've seen him mainly as a starter this year. Now Vincent will come in to relieve for the Moo with a 12-3 lead.
I want to remind folks the Moo Baseball is brought to you in part by the Silver Dollar. If you stop into the Silver Dollar and you say beer batter, you get your first domestic beer for only $2.
Well, the Moo trying to give some more guys a chance here on the mound here against the Plainsmen as Vincent will take a couple more warm-up pitches. He's had some really good outings and struggled in a couple for the Moo this season. This will be his 6th appearance of the year, just his 2nd out of the bullpen. And we'll see what he can do against the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. It'll be number 43, Marco Salazar, hitting in place of Kyle Whitaker. We saw Salazar play at 3rd the last couple of innings, and now he will officially replace Whitaker in the order.
Zach, his last outing was that start on Friday night against the Nebraska Prospects a week ago Friday. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I bet you he's anxious to get back up here and make amends for the rough outing that he had.
Yes. Salazar steps into the batter's box. First pitch from Vincent. Swung on and missed on the fastball, an 0-1 count. Salazar, we saw both at 3rd base and as a relief pitcher yesterday. Went 0 for 3 at the plate and pitched 2/3 innings. Here's the 0-1. Low, and a 1-1 count now on the right-hander. Salazar holds his bat high. Here's the 1-1 inside, and that catches his left shoulder. So Salazar will take the free pass down the first base, and there's 1 on with no outs for the Plainsmen here, who are trying to get a late comeback started. Bring C.J. Fish to the plate, one of the lone players who has not been subbed out of the game for the Plainsmen. Fish on the day, 1 for 2 with the fielder's choice and the single. First pitch. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch there from Vincent, finds the zone. And 0-1 count now on Fish. An all-Midland battle here. Inside, and that hits the back of Fish. He was stunned there for a second, but will walk down the first base. Now 2 hit-by pitches to start off the outing for Zach Vincent.
A couple of breaking balls that just kind of got away from him to the right-handed batters. And Zach just trying to be a little bit too fine, I think, with that breaking pitch. He's trying to work the inside part of the plate and not leave it over on the middle. But at this point, throwing strikes is the key.
Bring Dean Samuel to the plate. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Buffalo Wild Wings tonight there, Alex.
Yeah.
You got a favorite wing or flavor?
0-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. I'm just like a classic barbecue guy.
Barbecue and ranch?
Yeah.
How about blue cheese?
No.
Not a blue cheese guy?
Blue cheese guy.
Okay, all right.
How about you?
Mostly ranch.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll do blue cheese.
Really? 0-2. Bounce towards second. Kelberlau fields it. Tosses it to first. A second. Espinosa to first. And that will be a 4-6-3 double play for the first 2 outs of this inning. Nice side toss there from Kelberlau to Espinosa covering at short. And he darts it across to Burnett at first base. Marcus Salazar will advance to third base. And that will bring Sam Bradshaw to the plate with a runner at third and 2 away here in the top of the 7th.
That is 3 double plays turned by the Moo today.
Linfield working well as Kelberlau makes his first appearance at second this year. First pitch to Bradshaw. Hammered towards left field. Getting under is Espinosa at the lip of the left field grass. And he makes the grab for out number 3. No runs in the 7th for the Plainsmen. They get no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It's a 12-3 ball game as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Moo lead, don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Can't help but notice the Made in America trend lately, and now that trend has reached the Fremont eyewear market with American-made luxury glasses from State Optical. I'm Dr. Steve Alcorn at Bloom Optical in Fremont. State Optical designs are different, not only because they're made in Chicago, but they're genuinely authentic, handcrafted designs with individual style. Come in and browse, see how they look on you. At Bloom Optical, where we care about your eye care, your eyewear, and most importantly, we care about you.
Succeeding on your terms takes more than ambition, talent, and hard work. It takes a partner that's committed to helping you overcome all the complexities and challenges life throws at you. A partner that leverages the power of the world's largest risk management strategy and benefits firm and is a part of your world, too. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. At Marsh McLennan Agency, they're built to help you meet the future without limits. See how they can help you thrive at marshmma.com.
Moo on top 12-3 as we move to the bottom of the 7th here at historic Moeller Field. Fremont looking to take the weekend 4-game set over the Plainsmen. Final game of the season for this traveling Plainsmen squad. Currently stand at a 1-15 record. They'll need a big comeback to get a second win on the year, as Brody Arnold will stay in for a second full inning of relief, and he's going to face off against the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. First off, the designated hitter, Colin Pitts. Saw him come in as a pinch hitter in the 5th for Bridger Coleman. Walked, got to second base, but was stranded there. He'll be followed by Cooper Fucino and Ty Rispecci. We know Pitts has powered. Homered earlier this season for the Centenary College product. First pitch in there for a strike. So you use blue cheese. Do you have a favorite wing flavor?
Sparingly. I use blue cheese, mostly ranch.
Sparingly, yes.
I like the barbecue.
Okay.
Garlic parm is good too.
See, I'm not a big fan of garlic parm. Here's the 0-1. Smash towards first base on a high pop-up, and Cuff easily makes the grab for out number 1. As that will be the first down of the inning. 2 straight Moo batters retired here by Arnold.
See, I'll go with spice. You put some spice on some food.
Okay.
That's fine. But I don't like the intense heat. See, there's a difference between heat and spice.
What's the you're going to have to inform me. What's the difference?
Well, spice is the flavoring and seasoning that goes into food. Heat is just, setting your tongue on fire.
Cooper Fucino at home plate. First pitch to the righty is a breaking ball over the glove of Brad Shaw, and we'll move it to a 1-0 count.
So I know you watch all the commercials of all the different food places and stuff like that, and the big thing lately is ghost peppers.
Yes.
And things. That's heat. That's heat.
That's fair. I'm not a huge spice guy, but
mango habanero, that's heat.
1-0 high.
Spice is more your seasonings, your salt and your pepper, and you get cilantro on top of things, and chili flakes. Those are your seasonings.
2-0 count on Cooper Fucino. Pitch in there for a strike, a 2-1 count.
This portion of the Food Network is brought to you by Alex Burstein.
I think it's brought to you by Rich Ray.
Yeah.
You seem to know a lot more in the kitchen than I do.
I'm just pretending.
Fake it till you make it.
That 30 years of it.
2-1. Fucino takes a breaking ball outside. A 3-1 count now on the catcher. He's reached 3 times today, a homer, single, and a walk. A walk came last 2 innings ago. Here's a 3-1. Fucino grounds one past the diving shortstop Fish, and he has his 3rd hit of the day. Another great offensive outing for Cooper Fucino.
Alex, we got good news and we got bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that's a base hit. The bad news is he broke his yellow bat.
No.
That bat died a hero with a hit.
Oh, I hope you had a warranty on that one.
But Yeah, it snapped right underneath the label.
They'll bring Tyrus Petchy to the plates. First pitch, breaking ball. In there for a strike, 0-1. He had that for what? A week?
He had it for the series, I think.
A lot of these bat companies, especially the wooden ones, do warranties, so maybe.
Really?
Yeah. The 0-1. In there for a strike. I was watching a YouTube video when we were in Hastings. There's the Bat Brothers or something on YouTube. And they just test bats, but at the end they were saying, make sure the stats are good, but also make sure the warranty on the bat is good. The 0-2. Outside, off the foot of Bradshaw, and staying put at first base is Fucino.
Well, I've been out of the, dugout baseball game for a while.
Yep.
I didn't know. Baseball wooden bats had warranties. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-2 the count.
It's like getting a warranty on your 2% milk.
A little different.
It's going to disappear.
Here's the pitch. Outside. They're not long warranties, but you can see how quickly a bat can break.
So what they say, 30 days?
30. So, some are a little longer, but I think
Yeah.
most are about 30 days. But
Huh.
Fucino could be in that window.
They only had warranties on broadcasters.
2-2 the count on Tyrus Petchy.
Different story, different day.
Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 3, and Petchy will be sent back to the dugout with a strikeout. That's the second of the outing for Brody Arnold. He'll bring Steven Espinosa to the plate. He has 3 runs today. In the 3rd, 5th, and 6th inning. Last inning he walked to lead off and came around the score. Fucino with a lead at first, being checked by Cuff. And here's the first pitch to Espinosa. Outside, 1-0 the count.
I'll tell you my sports memorabilia story next inning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I did too.
Yeah.
1-0 the count on Steven Espinosa. Here's the pitch. It's low. Once again, gets away from the glove of Bradshaw. Moo seemed not be stealing any bags, up 9 now.
No. Not a good thing to do.
No.
No.
Seen some pitches in the dirt as Arnold tries to figure out his control for this last batter of the 7th. Looks like no bullpen work right now for the Plainsmen. Here's the 2-0 outside.
I learned that from coaching one time. We were playing a team, and we were up 7-0 late in the game. And one of our players lays down a bunt single up the third base line. Beautiful bunt, base hit. And all of a sudden, the opposing manager just starts screaming at me. Said, "Did you tell him to do that?"
3-0 swung on and missed. Strike 1 here to Espinosa.
And I didn't know what was going on. I looked at him and go, "No, he did it on his own." He goes, "Well, he's going to wear one next time he's at the plate."
Oh.
What
age group was this?
This was semi-pro.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was going to say 3-1. Espinosa hits one sharply towards short. Fish will flip it to Samuel at second. And the fielder's choice third out here to end inning number 7. A 1-out single for Cooper Fucino. He'll be out to end the inning. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 12-3 ball game. Moo lead. Don't go anywhere. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
You've already built something incredible. When you're ready to elevate your business even higher, you need a partner who can give you a platform for scale and even greater success. A partner with the strength and resources of the world's largest risk management, strategy, and benefits firm. A partner committed to building a network of accomplished brokers in your community. A partner like Inspro, a Marsh McLennan agency. See how they can help your business go further at marshmma.com. Fremont Hy-Vee is proud to sponsor local sports, and they know that you fans love your meat. Hy-Vee has all your favorites at the best prices right now. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Steaks. Always low prices on your favorite flavor of brats. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts, chicken grillers, America's pork chops for the grill, and the best cuts of salmon and seafood. Shop online right now. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com and place that order. Your Fremont Hy-Vee. Proud to be a part of local sports.
You
12-3 Moo lead entering 8th inning, and taking you through the final 2 innings, here's Rich Ray.
Alex, thank you. 12-3 the Moo with the lead as we work our way to the 8th. 12 runs off 9 hits and 2 errors for the Moo. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Plainsmen. And the Moo will bring their 4th pitcher in the ballgame, number 21, Logan Anderson. 6'4", 215-pound right-hander from Omaha from the University of Sioux Falls will take over. Zach Vincent worked 1 inning, hit 2 batters, but got helped out by a ground ball double play, and that one as well. So Logan Anderson will be facing the top of the order. Scheduled batters are Adrian Asmakita, Brody Boyle, and Tomas Nelson. So the Moo defensively are 6 outs away from winning this series and picking up their 21st victory of the year and trying to pick up their 3rd straight win of the season as well. So Logan Anderson taking over on the mound. Logan this summer, 19 2/3 innings pitched. Appearance number 7. He's had 3 starts. He's got a 1-1 record. He has given up 16 hits, 13 runs, 8 earned. He struck out 22 and walked 15, and has an earned run average of 3.66.
Yeah, another guy who's transitioned into being a starter for the Moo, but they're just trying out some different things pitching tonight with the big lead. Anderson's had a couple of rough outings his last few times out, but we'll try to recover here against the Plainsmen. We saw the nice outing from Zach Vincent, 1 inning, and Moo just trying out some different things here.
Betcha. So this is one of 2 venues where there are sites of games in the Independence League tonight. Hastings and Spearfish are playing a doubleheader, and the first game has wrapped up where it was Spearfish winning 8-5, and the second game yet to begin, and Hastings there. So Spearfish took the first one of 2. So as we work our way now to the top of the 8th inning, Adrian Amasquita will lead things off. Amasquita drew a walk and then advanced to second base back in the 5th inning.
Spearfish could get within half a game of Casper tonight with 2 wins.
In the second half?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of scoreboard watching, right?
I'm a big standings guy.
I love it. Yeah. Everybody goes, you're scoreboard watching already? Yeah, that's what the scoreboard's for. Here's a pitch from Anderson. It's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Speaking of the scoreboard, let's go to the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Sunday night game is in the Bronx tonight. Red Sox, Yankees, scoreless in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nothing to report. Here's the 0-1. Down low for a ball. It's 1-1. Other games today are finals. The Mets down the Pirates 3-2. Atlanta shuts out Philadelphia 6-0. Cardinals over the Nationals 8-3. The Marlins down the White Sox 7-4. 1 strike on Amasquita. Next pitch from Anderson. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 strikes. Tigers down the Reds 5-1. Cleveland over San Francisco 5-4. The Twins defeat the Astros 3-2. Cubs win. They shut out the Angels 5-0. Rangers over the Tampa Bay Rays 13-2. Kansas City a winner. They defeat Colorado 10-1. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Logan Anderson starts off the 8th with a strikeout. And there's 1 away here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, nice breaking ball there. That just had Amasquita swinging everywhere except at the ball. And a good start at the outing for Anderson.
We have a pinch hitter here. This is going to be Tyler Foster, who grabs a bat. Foster batting for Boyle here in the 8th. Foster, a Midland product. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 to Tyler Foster. Other finals, Baltimore over Oakland 6-3. Diamondbacks down the Padres 9-1. Brewers over the Dodgers 9-2. 0-1 from Anderson. Swung on, popped in the air on the right side. Into right. Coming in. Still coming in. Reaching up and making the catch is Tyrus Pecci. And there are 2 away. So Foster flies out for the second out. And that's going to bring to the plate Tomas Nelson. Nelson 0 for 1, struck out looking his first time. That was in the 6th when he replaced Luke Froelich. The other final, the Blue Jays defeated the Mariners 5-4 in 10 innings, so that's the Major League Baseball scoreboard. So here's Nelson. This is Anderson. We'll get ready to deliver the first pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Tomas Nelson. Andrew Kumpf will be next. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 8th, 12-3 the Moo. The 0-1. Breaking ball high, and the count out 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wind is picked up here, blowing out right now.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Comes the 1 and the 1-1. Breaking ball, outside corner, called strike 2.
Clouds look threatening here, but
1-2 the count on Nelson. Anderson's next pitch. Fastball swung on a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Logan Anderson, striking out 2, and that's going to do it for the Plainsmen in the top of the 8th. They're retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 12-3 Fremont. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their Family Taco Pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a Family Taco Pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your Family Taco Pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
Going to the bottom of the 8th at historic Moeller Field, Fremont Moo lead the Plainsmen 12-3, and Fremont will have their 6, 7, and 8 batters coming to the plate. Carson Burnett, Trey Brooks, and Connor Peterson against Brody Arnold, who has worked 2 1/3 innings. He struck out a couple, and he's had a relatively good showing as far as his appearance is concerned.
Yeah, had a little bit of troubles in this first full inning of relief, but calmed things down last time, and now just trying to get a few quick outs.
So we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Is this Bobby Simmons?
I believe it is.
Bobby Simmons.
Bobby Simmons is going to swing a bat.
And lefty.
So he's going to pinch hit here in the 8th. First pitch to Simmons, swing and a miss, strike 1. I've not seen Bobby swing a bat. I've seen him pitch. I'm concerned. He's got a wedding to think about.
No injuries.
Here's the 0-1. He grounds one on the right side. It'll be fielded by Samuel over to first in time for the out.
Made solid contact.
Didn't pull a hammy.
There we go.
That'll bring up your left fielder.
He's still good for the wedding.
Trey.
He's a great personality. All right, there's a 1 away. He's smiling all the way back to the dugout. All right, brings Trey Brooks to the plate. Trey had a 2 RBI double in the 5th inning. There's the stretch, and Arnold's first pitch to Brooks. Breaking ball, misses outside, ball and 1. All right, sports memorabilia. So
yes.
So my grandfather, he passed away in 89. He was a furniture salesman, big personality, and had some health problems late in his life. The 1-0 swung on a miss. It's 1-1. And he and his wife, which would have been my grandmother, they took a trip, and they went to Hawaii to watch Nebraska play Hawaii and football. This would have been the 82 season, I believe it was. And my grandfather liked the alcoholic beverage. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. And he was in a wheelchair, and in Hawaii he wanted to get to this bar. But this bar, you had to go down steps to get into the bar, okay?
Okay.
So it was an issue, and so he couldn't get down to this bar. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Arnold, and Brooks swings and pops it foul back and out of play. Well, the Channel 6 sports team was there to cover the game, and that would have been at the time, I think it was Merlin Klaus and Dave Weber.
Well.
What?
Merlin Klaus is a Lane Tech graduate.
Oh, very good.
Sorry, just.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was from Hay Springs, Nebraska, but anyway.
Let me double check here.
Here's a 1-2 to Brooks. Called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone for out number 2. So Brooks strikes out. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Arnold, so there are 2 away. It'll bring Connor Peterson to the plate. So to speed up the story here, he wants to get down to the bar. The Channel 6 team is behind him, and they notice he can't get down the bar. So one on one side, one on the other, pick him up by the wheelchair and take him down the steps to the bar, and they roll him right on up to the bar to order his beverage. So he gets up to order his beverage. He orders his beer, and he turns around and he looks, and there's somebody that's standing right next to him. Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron, right next to him at the bar. And so it would have been my grandmother at the time, had one of those like Hallmark bags. You used to go to a Hallmark store and you put the card in it, the Hallmark bag. She had one of those in her purse. Here's the pitch to Connor Peterson, and it's high for ball 1. Hank Aaron who, like Bob Gibson, if you get to know him, can be a prickly individual,
Yeah.
was nice enough to sign the Hallmark bag.
Wow.
My mom has it, and it's hanging up in her office.
Oh.
Here's the 1-0 down low.
Now I see why you.
And it's 2 balls and no strikes. It's a family given that autograph will stay put.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. 2-0 the count on Connor Peterson. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. It's now 2-1. But think about that.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to meet anywhere you go.
And to think
at
he
any
wasn't even
particular
going to
time.
go in there
Right.
until that's a good story.
Right. And rolled him right on up to the bar, orders his drink, looks to the left. Hank Aaron sitting right next to him.
In Hawaii.
2-1 pitch, swung on and foul back. So the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Connor Peterson. Yep, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it every time I go in to visit Mom and Dad. Is he in?
Yeah.
Lawrence Tech grad? Really?
Lane
Tech?
Yeah.
How about that? Omaha Cub fan.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Connor Peterson. Next pitch. Did he go? Check to Frank Williams. He said, yes, he did. Strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So Brody Arnold ends up getting a strikeout, his 4th, and that is going to do it for the Moo here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fremont's retired in order, 3 up and 3 down. Last chance for the Plainsmen. We go to the 9th. Fremont leads at 12-3. More coming up in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
La Hacienda Mexican Restaurant, your favorite family-owned restaurant, is offering their family taco pack special. Right now, feed the whole family with 12 tacos, rice, beans, chips, and salsa for only $38. Be sure to check the back of your Fremont Moo tickets for a Moveless discount at La Hacienda. You can get a family taco pack anytime. La Hacienda, 3140 Elk Lane. Call in your family taco pack at 402-721-9909 or order online at lahaciendafremont.com. They cater too.
Looking for a nice place to go? A place that's rich with tradition, great service, and atmosphere? A fantastic place where you can go and still carry on a conversation. Maybe shoot a game of pool and enjoy one of the best jukeboxes in town. Silver Dollar is one of the finest places for adult libations at reasonable prices. Join the Silver Dollar family and enjoy, but you need to be 21 or older. See y'all soon, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold, but we're pretty sure it's probably silver at the Silver Dollar, 18th and Bell Street in Fremont.
Welcome back. We work our way to the 9th. The Fremont Moo leading the Plainsmen 12-3, and we've got changes galore. As now pitching on the mound is the biggest personality on the team. This is number 9, Dylan Brandenburg, the 6', 195-pound infielder from San Carlos, California via Skyline College.
He's talked up his pitching skills.
Well,
he's been trying to ask the coaches.
I hope the result backs up the talk, because he came to the mound sliding to the mound to pick up the ball. He has pointed to Section D a couple of times. He's walking around like he's had too much coffee, and he's going to get an opportunity here in the 9th inning.
Might as well.
I hope this goes well for everyone. So Brandenburg will pitch, and he's going to lead things off here against Andrew Cuff here in the top of the 9th inning.
Looks like Isaac Bonner also now at first base for the Moo.
The first baseman, number 14, Andrew Cuff.
Bonner, he's got quite a hit streak going, too. I think he's been hitting the ball over the last, maybe 5 games in a row, I think?
Yeah.
He won't get a swing about here. But all right, so here's Andrew Cuff, who was hit by a pitch in the 6th, then Brandenburg's first offering in the 9th. Swung on and foul back. No balls and 1 strike to count.
Almost a sidearm delivery from Brandenburg.
Dylan's doing more walking than pitching right now. He's jacked up to do this. No balls and 1 strike to count here on Andrew Cuff. Brandenburg ready. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and a little bloop out to shallow right field, and it drops in for a base hit. So Cuff with the single.
And that's going to be the day for Brandenburg, it looks like.
Connor McGonigal is out of the dugout. And he will come on out and chat with Brandenburg here. As Jordan Massis is a scheduled batter.
Yep. Here comes Alex Oliver.
So Alex Oliver is going to come in. So Brandenburg had his opportunity, and now Oliver will take over. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and we'll resume this. We're in the top of the 9th. Runner at first, nobody out. The Moo lead at 12-3. More in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Lincoln Premium Poultry is excited for Fremont Moo baseball this summer. Hey, you're looking for a new opportunity? You can hit it out of the park with a job at Lincoln Premium Poultry. With a fantastic culture, great pay and benefits, and room for growth, Lincoln Premium Poultry is one of Fremont's best destinations for summer fun and employment. Just go to LincolnPremiumPoultry.com right now and check out all the job opportunities available.
Gentlemen, here at Weesey Plumbing and Excavating, our customer's duty is our duty.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, you're Fremont's finest, and I want you people-pleasing plunger wranglers to remember here at Weesey, we don't stop fighting clogged drains, low water pressure, frozen pipes, until our residential and commercial customers are smiling. Am I making myself clear, you toilet snake and sink suckers?
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Now, our customers will find us in Fremont, on Facebook, and online at WeeseyPlum.com. Weesey Plumbing and Excavating. Your duty is our duty.
Well, college summer league baseball is about having fun,
Yes.
and I think both teams have had some fun here today. Still going, we're in the top of the ninth, 12-3 in favor of the Fremont Moo. Dylan Brandenburg, who's mostly a corner infielder, got a chance to pitch, came in through 2 pitches, threw a ball, and then, actually I beg your pardon, he threw a strike. Yeah. Then Andrew Cuff dumped a single into right field. That's it for Dylan. Alex Oliver now on to try to finish this up. So Oliver, who is more of a closer, will face Jordan Massis. The first pitch swung on and fouled down the left side out of play. No balls and a strike to Massis. Oliver from Grove, Oklahoma, headed to Colorado State Pueblo. Had a shaky outing his last time around, about the only subpar outing he's had so far this year. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Good curveball in there for strike 2.
Yeah, it's a little bit of revenge for Oliver, who ended up taking the loss in Game 1 of this series, and he can shut things down here against the Plainsmen to end their season, actually.
The count, no balls and 2 strikes. Oliver's next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chasing it was Massis, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, just a fastball outside. Probably would have gone for a ball, but Massis thought he could poke that one towards left field. Misses it, though, and a good first batter faced here for Oliver.
So Marco Salazar will step to the plate. He pinch hit in the 7th inning, got hit by a pitch, and later was stranded. Andrew Cuff, the base runner at first, with Isaac Bonner playing behind him, and Salazar swings and misses at the first one. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. C.J. Fish scheduled to bat next. Might have a pinch hitter, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be number 17,
Chase Reynolds. Yeah. 0-1 the count here on Salazar. Swings to the next pitch and misses, and the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Salazar just behind these pitches. A lot of speed off the arm of Alex Oliver.
So the count 0-2. Oliver way up. Hands to the belt. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. C.J. Fish would be next. So next time you walk into a restaurant, you sit by somebody, Alex. You don't know who it is.
Check who it is.
Runner from first is going to go to second. Oliver lets him go. The 1-2 swung on and foul back. So runner's got to – he still gets second base, though, because he swiped second base before the pitch was thrown.
Okay.
Unless Frank Williams called a balk, but I don't believe he did. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball called strike 3.
That's a pretty pitch right there. A lot of movement on that breaking ball from Oliver, and this is the Alex Oliver we've come to expect here with the move.
So the Plainsmen are down to their final out of the season, and stepping to the plate will be Chase Reynolds. We saw him pitch 1 inning in this series.
Yeah, I believe so.
So he pinch hits here in the 9th. First offering from Oliver is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, 1 inning and 2 games ago, giving up 2 hits, a run, and then he pinch hit yesterday. Did not reach.
Midland University product is Reynolds. Here's the 1-0. Runner from second goes. The throw from Fucino will bounce behind third base. Peterson will block it. It's a stolen base for Cuff. So runner at third. Count here, 2 balls and no strikes on Chase Reynolds. Oliver ready. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and foul back. The count now goes to 2-1. 2-1 on Reynolds. Cuff down at third after the single and 2 stolen bags. Oliver looking for the final out of the game. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, and it got behind Fucino, but not advancing. Here's Cuff. He's going to stay put.
Yeah, I'm surprised Cuff didn't try for that after 2 stolen bases.
It's not a good way to end your season.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Especially when you're down 9 runs. Yeah. Counts 3-1 here on Chase Reynolds. Oliver's next pitch. Fastball, called strike 2 at the top of the zone. So now the count is full.
Reynolds thought he had a free pass there, but good job by Oliver to paint the top outside corner.
Plainsmen down to their final strike. 3-2 from Oliver is high for ball 4. So that extends the game. He puts runners at the corners. And that is going to bring up second baseman Dean Samuel. Samuel today is 0 for 3. He's flown out to center field twice. He's also grounded into a double play. Same scenario, Moo looking for the final out. Pitch from Oliver. Samuel swings and misses for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Dean Samuel. If he gets aboard, it's back to the top of the order with Adrian Amasquita. Oliver set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's high and inside. Count evens, it's now 1-1 on Samuel. Ball game has had a decent pace today. 1-1. Next pitch. That's high. It's now 2-1. But the only thing slowing it down was when Kyle Whitaker was batting. Before, during, and after. Here's the 2-1. Swung on it, foul back. It's 2-2, so we're now down to our final strike.
See, I feel like if you home run, you can take your time around the base pass. No?
Come on, Moo fans. We're 1 strike away from a victory here in historic Moorfield.
2-2 the count. Oliver's next pitch popped in the air right side out of play. As a former pitcher, I can tell you,
that's true.
Get around the bases. Catchers will say that too. There's certain ways to play this game.
That's true.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Dean Samuel. Oliver's pitch. Swung on, popped up, playable, right side of the diamond. Who's going to call for it? It's Kilberlau, and he makes the catch for the final out of the ball game. So the Moo win it by a final score of 12-3, and Fremont takes the series, winning 3 of the last 4 games here at historic Moeller Field. In the inning for the Plainsmen, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. The Cow jumps over the moon as the Fremont Moo have defeated the Plainsmen by a final score of 12-3. Fremont now improves to 21-14 on the year, 8-3 in the Independence League second half. The Plainsmen put their season to a close, and they ended up going 1-16 and 1-11 in the second half of the schedule. Fremont wins at 12-3. Alex and I come back with a post-game report when we return. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Tommy's Express Car Wash on East 23rd in Fremont. Have you given the Unlimited Tommy Club a try? Just download the Tommy's Express app, and guess what? When you download it now, you get your first month free. That's the Tommy Club, keeping your car clean every day. Wash as many times as you want each month. The Tommy Club starts at just $24.99 per month. Sign up today at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Fremont.
Buffalo Wild Wings is your headquarters for great food, cold drinks, and is the place to sit and watch the game. Wings, tenders, burgers, sandwiches, and wraps, tacos, and more. You get to try one of B-Dub's fantastic sauces. B-Dub's takeout and delivery is now Buffalo Wild Wings Go. For a limited time, add a 6 count of traditional or boneless wings and get them for free using promo code GOWINGS on all orders of $10 or more. Located at 1220 East 23rd Street, Suite 300 in Fremont. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. If you're in need of lawn equipment products or repair, contact the professionals at Extreme Outdoor Power at 805 South Broad Street in Fremont. Bring in your lawn equipment and get a same-day free estimate. Call 402-721-1905 for more information or to set up an appointment. Plus, check out the power equipment accessories Extreme Outdoor Power has available. You'll see why Extreme Outdoor Power is the #1 choice for lawn mowers, competitive pricing, customer care, financing, and free estimates. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Extreme Outdoor Power, where they don't sell just mowers, they sell lifestyles. Book your next hotel stay at the Super 8 by Wyndham in Fremont. Conveniently located just minutes from historic downtown Fremont, the Fremont Splash Station, and the Fremont State Lakes. Our pet-friendly hotel offers affordable accommodations with easy access to all of our area's major attractions, including shopping, restaurants, and a multitude of outdoor activities the whole family can enjoy. Located at 1250 East 23rd Street. Book online now at wyndhamhotels.com/Super8.
Windstar Lines is a family-owned and operated charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 12 hubs across the U.S. and a varied fleet including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and double-decker motor coaches, we are able to accommodate any size group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With almost 30 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers.
Trust your heart to the team at Methodist for expert cardiac care that makes a life-changing difference. From specialized testing and imaging to comprehensive surgical options, including the most advanced procedures, we provide the personalized care that you expect from the Methodist name. Learn more about our heart and vascular care by visiting bestcare.org/heart. That's bestcare.org/heart. Methodist, the meaning of care.
Fremont's place to be is The Door in downtown Fremont. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 1 a.m. and Sundays from 11 to 1 a.m. The Door has great food, drinks, and an outdoor patio that is second to none. The grill is always on at The Door, and all items are available for takeout. Call 402-727-8911 to place your order. Follow The Door on Facebook, located at 325 North Main Street in Fremont. The Door, beer, booze, burgers, and other stuff. Back at historic Moeller Field, where the Fremont Moo claim the series. They take the last 3 games out of this 4-game set against the Plainsmen, and they win this one here this early evening. A final score of 12-3 here on Swing for Wings and Family Fun Day here at historic Moeller Field. For Fremont, 12 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Plainsmen, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Ball game took 2 hours and 42 minutes here for the Moo to pick up their 21st victory of the season. Starting pitcher for Fremont was Gage Ingram in his first appearance as a Moo player. Did well, went 5 innings, picks up the win. He gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, which were all earned. He walked 1, struck out 2, gave up 2 home runs. Other than that, looked pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Luka Vukcevic worked 1 inning, and he struck out 1 and hit 1 batter. Zach Vincent pitched 1 inning and hit 2 batters. Logan Anderson pitched 1 inning, struck out 2. Dylan Brandenburg faced 1 batter and gave up a hit. And Alex Oliver pitched 1 inning and struck out 2 in his performance today. For the Plainsmen, starting pitcher Luis Lepe takes the loss. He's 0-1. He worked 3 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walked 2, struck out 1, and gave up a home run. Jerry Smith pitched an inning and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits, 6 runs, all earned, walked 6, struck out 1, committed 1 balk, and hit 1 batter. And Brody Arnold pitched the final 3 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run, which was earned, walked 4, and struck out 4. For the Moo offensively, Jack DeRozan went 0 for 3. He drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. Cooper Fucino, a big day. He was 3 for 4 with a home run, and he drove in 6 runs on the day. Tyrus Petchy was 2 for 5 at the plate. Steven Espinoza went 1 for 2 with an RBI. And Trey Brooks was 1 for 3, and he drove in 2 with a 2 RBI double. For the Plainsmen, it was Luke Froelich going 1 for 2. He had a 2-run home run in the top of the first. And Kyle Whitaker was 1 for 1. He had a solo home run in the top of the 5th inning. But Fremont wins it by a final score of 12-3. And Alex the Moo pick up win number 21 on the year. And they're now 8-3 in the second half, trying to keep pace with Casper and Spearfish to try to, if not win the second half, try to get the best overall record. And so the last 3 games look more like Moo baseball.
Yeah, you just got to keep on winning these games to stay put, but it was really good to see the offense come alive. Today was a weird pitching day where you put a lot of guys out there, but they all did their job, got the outs needed, and the Moo gave up a couple early runs, but were able to come back, and that's always good to see.
12-3 the final. When we return, Alex will announce the Goodwood Award presented by Christensen Lumber. I'll check the scoreboards, and then we'll wrap it up. 12-3, Fremont wins it. Back with more in a moment. This is Fremont Moo Baseball.
Now that's what a solid piece of wood sounds like. Look just past that left field wall at Moeller Field. You'll see Christensen Lumber, a solid lumber company for over 100 years. And there goes another ball into the lumber yard. Professional builders know Christensen Lumber is their home run hitter for quality materials. More contractors and woodworkers will tell you Christensen Lumber is the best choice to find quality cuts of lumber since 1923. Christensen Lumber. It's where the pros go. 714 South Main, just past the left field wall at Moeller Field.
Play in the Nebraska Lottery today for your chance to win. Play Trucks and Bucks for your chance to win one of 7 remaining Ford F-150s. Top prize odds are 1 in 336,000. The Nebraska Lottery has provided funding, fortune, and fun to the Cornhusker State for 30 years. The Nebraska Lottery has also given back $978 million to Nebraska through education, wildlife habitats, and the Nebraska State Fair. Stop by a local retailer and pick up a ticket for one of your favorite games today. The Nebraska Lottery. Must be 19. Please play responsibly. Back to wrap things up at historic Moeller Field, where the Fremont Moo take the final game of this series and win the series over the Plainsmen 2-1 as they end up taking it 12-3. The final actually won 3 out of 4 games, didn't they? So they won 3 out of 4 games against the Plainsmen and win this one by a final score of 12-3. It's time to announce the Good Wood Award, and it's presented by Christensen Lumber, quality wood products for more than 100 years that are beyond left field and on South Main Street in Fremont, ChristensenLumber.com online. Alex?
Well, he's racking these up now, but it's going to be Cooper Fucino again for his first inning 3 RBI home run over the left field fence. He scored Bridger Coleman, Jack Torrozen, and himself, and it was his second home run in as many days. More comfortable swing this time, but Cooper Fucino's heating up, even though his bat broke tonight.
Hopefully he can get another one. Yeah. He'll find another one as long as the swing and the contact is all the same.
All the tangibles are there.
That's right. So good decision. Cooper Fucino gets our Good Wood Award presented by Christensen Lumber, quality wood products for more than 100 years. They're beyond left field and on South Main Street in Fremont, ChristensenLumber.com online. We tip our cap to the Plainsmen for putting together a season to help out with the schedule this year. And you know what? They played with good integrity, and that's what you want to see is play the game the right way. And looks like that they did that. Only picked up 1 win. And it was against Fremont back on, Thursday night? And but the Plainsmen gave players an opportunity to play, and that was the key. So that, of course, everybody in the league can tip their cap and say thank you for that, and we wish those players the best of luck. So the Plainsmen in the year 1-16, 1-11 in the second half. Fremont now 21-14, 8-3 in second half action. Checking the Independence League scoreboard, and game 1 of a doubleheader in Hastings earlier, Spearfish defeats the Sodbusters by a score of 8-5. Game 2 of that doubleheader is underway. They're in the bottom of the first, and there is no score. So we'll watch that as we're having Buffalo Wild Wings later. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Let's go to the Major League Baseball scoreboard and see how things progress today. The Sunday night game is in the top of the 8th at the Bronx. Red Sox lead the Yankees by a score of 1-0. Everything else is a final today. The Mets defeated the Pirates 3-2. Atlanta shuts out Philadelphia 6-0. The Cardinals over the Nationals 8-3. Miami over the White Sox 7-4. Detroit defeats Cincinnati 5-1. It was Cleveland, a winner over San Francisco 5-4. The Twins down the Astros 3-2. Cubs shut out the Angels 5-0. Texas over Tampa Bay 13-2. It was Kansas City over Colorado 10-1. Baltimore wins at Oakland 6-3. Arizona over San Diego 9-1. Milwaukee over the Dodgers 9-2, and the Blue Jays over the Mariners 5-4 in 10 innings. That's the Major League Baseball scoreboard. Final score here: Fremont 12 and the Plainsmen 3. So, Alex, as we take a couple days off, the Moo gets set for a 5-game set with the Prospects and an opportunity to try to improve themselves to climb closer to getting into the championship series at the end of the month, hopefully.
Yeah, some good momentum in this series. This was a series you expected to probably sweep. They ended up losing the first game, but I think that was some good showing signs. They were able to jump back with 3 really big wins these last couple days, and the offense seems to be getting going. Another big hit performance, 9 hits tonight. It's good to see all the home runs from this team, and hopefully they can keep things going against the Prospects next week.
Rain's starting to fall right now, so we timed this perfectly. So the Moo have Monday and Tuesday off, back at home on Wednesday against the Nebraska Prospects. First pitch at 7:05 on Winning Wednesday, and Alex and I will be with you with all the action starting at 6:45 on Big Dog Country on FremontMoo.com and also on YouTube. So, Alex, good job, as always.
You as well.
Thanks to our sponsors who made it possible. Jonathan Johnson, fantastic job on video. I'm Rich Ray. Once again, the final score in this one, it was the Fremont Moo 12 and the Plainsmen 3. Until Wednesday night, this is Rich Ray saying good evening and so long from historic Moeller Field in Fremont, Nebraska.
The preceding broadcast has been a presentation of Fremont Moo Baseball.